Welcome back to Resistance to the Threshold. We skipped last session due to the holiday, and we are continuing right where we left off with session 19, Alert. So we are in the middle of the initiative. Moirax just used their move to step outside, and you have not enough movement to move back into the room, as we discussed. We're currently looking at the interior. You still have an action, so you could dash if you wanted to. Do you want me to show you the outside again?
Yeah, if I could.
Yep. Now, on this map, it'll show blank on the initiative count. Just keep in mind, I have the initiative count on my side, so no worries there.
Oh boy, Yeah, I'm dashing back inside. I'm not doing this alone.
Makes sense. And again, the number of people that you're able to see is kind of harsh because the one thing I want to point out, it's something you didn't get a glimpse of. It's nighttime. I just don't have the nighttime map and are loaded, and it's snowy as well. So there's kind of a very low level of visibility, but you can see like torches here and there and such. That said, if you're moving back in, you'll have to dash to do so, and you can stop right where, or you can just stand right where you're at, and that's on the map.
Yeah,
there.
I'm just gonna dash to get inside the door.
Are you shutting it on the way in?
Yes.
Okay. All right. The apprentice. Go ahead.
Actually, did I see people when I stepped outside?
There were lights, like torch lights, like people holding torches.
All right.
A
lot or not, or like a whole bunch?
A decent amount.
Okay.
But yeah. Next up would be them. The 1 second here. Okay. You would hear at this point kind of maneuvering in the space that you're in, Okran. And for you,
did I see myself?
What's that?
Should I see anything on the map?
Yeah.
I do not.
Liar.
You're
It's all
right next
black.
to me.
Reloading. There we go.
Okay. So you hear shuffling, and then you hear movement, and I need Evangeline to go ahead and make a perception roll. You on that? Is it just Roll20 being silly? If you're talking, you're muted, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Okay, so you do feel someone kind of on the steps, someone very kind of lithe, kind of move past you very quickly. If you'd like, you can make an opportunity attack despite not seeing the creature. You just are aware of them cognitively enough that you can take a swing if you'd like.
Do I know if anyone's behind me? Like,
Dahave, Mikhail, and Casey are all downstairs.
yeah, I think I would want to try and grab it.
Okay, just an attack though.
Okay.
It's more or less you're just kind of swinging wildly. Grab would be an action. You can't make a. I don't think you can make a grapple as an opportunity attack.
Okay. Like just with a weapon, or just what do I?
If you have a weapon drawn, yeah, I assume everybody can, like, kind of arms up. You're kind of trespassing. So you swing and you kind of throw it out. It kind of hits against the wall. You don't catch anything. You're pretty sure that it either like was the swing too early or a swing too late. Either way, you're sure that whatever it is that's descending down the steps has gotten past you.
Okay.
6. Okay. If you have a passive perception of 13 or higher and you're downstairs, you are aware that someone just came down the steps and is in the room with you. You just are not sure where they're located. All right. Michaela, you are up, so if you've got that passive perception.
Yes, I do. I have that. So I just know they're downstairs.
You just know someone just rushed down the stairs, was swung at by Evangeline, and has made it into the level that you're in.
If I were to move over there and try to attack it, what is that, like a
You
disadvantage?
aren't sure exactly where they're located. You just know that they're
Oh,
down
okay.
there with you.
Could I ready an action to attack it if it attacks me or anybody within reach?
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. Then I'll get my dragon tooth mark out, my dagger out. But I
Okay.
also want to say, before I yielded my turn, Zach, last time Casey attacked like a rocket, so that's what everybody's kind of expecting now. There's been lots of fan, acknowledgement of it.
Yeah, a lot of positive
That-
reception from the fans.
Yes,
that
the
might
fans-
be hard to do if I'm not on the initiative tracker.
Oh wow,
so-
yeah, I was.
That's right.
I just
So you would have in this realm we're about to accomplish. You would have just made it up this the ladder, so you'll be starting here. You were kind of in the back because you were mindful of
I
what
got
was
you.
behind you. So go ahead and roll initiative now, and then I'll refresh the order.
cool. I'll
Nice.
wait again.
That makes sense. So when just to ask you kind of as a point of order, Casey, you came up. The trapdoor was left open as everyone has been kind of ascending up. I just want to ask, like, you're not aware of anything that's going on up here. You're just coming up. Would there be any reason narratively that you could think that he would try to close?
Absolutely not with a passive perception of 10 would Casey be doing anything other than gently closing the hatch behind them.
Oh, so you are going to close the hatch behind you. Okay.
Yeah, that I imagine that's what they would be doing is like taking the time to like close whatever
Okay.
behind them.
Evangeline. Since you're the last one up, that makes sense.
Okay. I feel like she would tell the other two up here that someone went down the stairs. And then I don't know, there's not really room to go back down, is there?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. So she would come back down and just kind of like be looking around, see if she could figure out what the hell is going on. And honestly, just be like, we know you're here.
Dahabe, you're up.
And now all I can think of is all of China knows you're here.
I'm going to say, as gently as I possibly can, look, we're not here to hurt you. We're not here to, our quarrel is not with you. We just needed a way in to take care of other matters. We can heal the little one that we had to knock out, and then we'll be on our way. It's safe to reveal yourself.
You can make a persuasion roll. It's gonna be made at disadvantage, obviously. But yeah.
Okay, I also have this thing. Hold on.
Yeah, you want to treat it as a.
Okay, so that would be a 14.
Okay.
Oh, but okay. Oh no, I rolled a 5.
So you would.
So if we treat that as a 10, that'll be a 19.
So you would kind of say the words. No
Mhm.
immediate response. As the room kind of goes still, you can kind of hear like a panicked breathing, but you can't detect where it's coming from because of the nature of the echo in the chamber. All right, Moirax. Again,
All right.
you are not currently aware that it descended down, but it does look like Evangeline is heading back that way after swinging wildly.
Didn't Evangeline say that she was telling us that
Yeah.
there was somebody here?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, if that happened, I don't remember that, but yeah, that's fine.
Well, at that, I make sure the door is closed behind me. I like put my back to the door and like, just come out and we won't hurt you.
Yeah, so definitely looking like it's very, very likely that she's going to do that. Okay.
I guess I will kind of walk a little bit down the stairs, but not all the way. Kind of like right behind where, we're behind where.
That's where
Evangeline
you'd
is.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right in the cusp of descending into the next portion. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dahabe, something moves close to you. If you have a weapon drawn, you can go ahead and make an opportunity attack.
Can I make an unarmed opportunity attack?
Yeah, sure. You have disadvantage. I mean, it's a visible target, but yeah.
Okay, I'm not trying to like
I get you.
harm the person. I roll strength.
Correct. That'll hit.
Oh, that's a save.
What's
Well,
your?
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't have a proficiency bonus in
Yeah.
it. So what's your strength modifier? 0.
0, yeah.
You do 1 point of damage. Okay. You feel it hit something, and then you see the cupboard door next to you kind of flare open, very quickly shut behind you, and you hear a whisper say, "I knew you were lying," and then you hear a loud ka-thunk inside the cabinet when the cabinet door shuts. All right. We can drop off the initiative, I think. Pretty sure. But yeah, continuing into the state of it. Dahabe, you're very clearly aware that whatever it was got inside the cabinet, whispered something to you, and then something happened when the cupboard door shut. And it's not a very tall cupboard. Like I said, it was only about 4 foot tall. So whoever got in there definitely kind of crouched down to do it.
The cupboard here.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll make to open it.
Yep. Inside of the right side of it is kind of like a series of different cleaning supplies. Inside the left side of it is a completely empty, just kind of section. It's empty cupboard space.
Can I feel around for like a switch?
Make an investigation roll.
11.
Doesn't seem to be any kind of mechanism or anything, just completely flat back. In the middle of the flat back, there's kind of a small little panel of a differently colored wood. Whereas like the cupboard's probably like a just simple kind of pine. This small little circle in the center appears to be kind of oak.
Okay, I press it in.
Doesn't do anything.
Okay, well,
Maybe you need to get inside and close it behind you.
Again, I do not want this to sound insensitive, but Dahabe is part Goliath. The cupboard, as I mentioned, is a little bit smaller than I think would accommodate. I'm not trying to be mean.
So
I'm
we
pretty
put Casey in the
I'll,
cupboard.
I'll be honest. In this group, Casey and maybe Mikhail, if you like. Oh, the rat folk might be able to do it too.
But yeah.
He's a small guy, but like
He also has rubber bones.
the wizard that you saw, the folks saw upstairs. I'm talking like 5'1", maybe 110 pounds. Like if you threw her out in the snow and like brought her back inside. Like she was a tiny
was
little
she human?
tiefling.
Okay.
Tiny little mage of a lady, and when you know, she probably fits into the cabinet. Again, I'm not trying to be. It is not a very large cabinet.
Casey said what they said.
Uh, esteemed mayor, I definitely won't fit inside this cabinet. You might though.
Oh no, she
You
won't.
want to give it a
Oh,
shot?
mayor, sorry.
Yeah, they like nod and go to step in if you like hold the door open.
So you fit in quite snugly due to just kind of like your rounded shape, but like when it closes, it's
course.
kind of like a neat close. Nothing happens when it's closed, and if you try to push the oak panel, nothing happens there either.
If I feel around, is there anything in the dark that's different? Has anything come out that wasn't there that I can feel?
No, but you can go ahead and make a. Casey might remember something from his past check by rolling Arcana, and you have advantage for it.
Not great.
It's not Casey's day for having a good memory.
Shocker. They got nothing.
Something about this oak circle in the middle of this panel is definitely familiar, but you just can't.
Yeah. It's definitely a design I've seen. Maybe from like a glass cupboard or something. Okay. They're not trapped, right? Can I
No,
get out?
no.
Everyone's
They are
just holding
trapped.
the door on the other side,
I would say
laughing.
The best way to describe the latch mechanism would be kind of just like a small little, like when it closes, it kind of like has a small little catch, but it's easily kind of pushed open. It's not like it's like those little nibs that go inside of the little doodads.
Nope, got nothing. As they step out.
Let,
Just
Let-
kind
The
of-
nibs
Right.
and the doodads.
let me investigate it
okay,
because I'm good at that shit.
so it's a door, so I'll let you make an Arcana check as well, but you will not have
I
advantage.
I'm trained in Arcana,
Okay.
so I could try to make one, but
I'm not.
I just want to see what is happening.
Yeah, sure.
18.
So this is a pretty common thing for you, Mikhail, having been a little bit more well-traveled than some of the folks present. This is what is known as a conglomerate seal. It is opened by casting the spell Prestidigitation and applying an arcane mark onto the circle, which will then open a door. But the
Right.
spell Prestidigitation is required. However, if you'd like, with your thieves' tools, you can attempt to open the door without there being the arcane mechanism due
Well,
to it
that's
being
all right.
a magic
And
door.
I was gonna say, in old Janarin, we used to do prejudicitation. I have that because I'm from my heritage.
Yeah, because you're a Jannar.
Oh, because I'm a Janarin.
So,
I,
oh! And when you
yeah,
place
I
a
could actually do that.
when you place a mark, do you place your mark or just a bogus mark?
That is a good question because here's where I have to use my intelligence, which is average for this character. Actually, it's pretty good, 14. Anyways,
You would know that it's possible that your record could be pulled from having, like, they can know who has placed it by your arcane mark. And when you have prestidigitation, you'll be you kind of create your own arcane mark. It's like an arcane signature. So the best way I can kind of describe it kind of identifies you as you, but obviously they have to cross-reference it. Yeah.
I guess I would try my own. It seems like that would be the only way because
Okay.
if I put a bogus one in there, who knows what'll happen.
Well, it opens, and it's kind of a very quick kind of look into a space beyond. If you move through it, the door will immediately shut behind you. It seems to be a kind of one access, kind of sliding door. If you don't go through and kind of wait, it'll immediately kind of shut after a couple of moments.
I guess I'll try to get an idea as best as possible, is like where it is in the castle, and then I'll come back to talk to people about it.
Seems to be
'cause they
still
won't know.
inside the tower. The space beyond is just a chute that seems to descend down and upwards. And there's a ladder. And when you first opened it in that first kind of space, before it reshuts, you would hear kind of clomp, clomp, clomp on a ladder above you.
Oh. So I'd come out and I would tell them that I think it just teleports you above us. It's just like
Oh, it's not a
very-
teleportation. It's just like a door. The back wall of the cabinet is opening.
Oh, so
and
like
you
a
can
secret door.
Step through, yeah.
No, I thought it was something more cool, like a
Let me kind of show it to you on the display. It's
teleportation.
like that.
Aha. So I would tell everybody that we need to hit there and follow me, and then I would just rush up there. Like we got to go as quick as possible.
The
right?
door
If we're trying to-
shuts
We can't
immediately behind
Fit
him,
in there.
as he does not have nobody else has the prestidigitation spell.
Son of a bitch. Well, I'm
I
gonna go try to
mean-
catch her then.
I do,
If you do, you can open up the door, cast it, and then move through quickly.
but then everyone else will be left behind.
Right.
Right.
Just like the movie Left Behind.
Ugh.
What is happening?
I don't know.
What is
No,
going
I
on
don't know,
down
Shisha.
there?
What just happened? I think I don't know. Go ahead.
Mikhail just Leroy Jenkins himself.
Yeah. No, I told you guys real quick though that they're trying to escape, and then I went after them. So at least you know that happened.
Okay.
There
Are you climbing up or down, Mikhail?
I'm climbing up.
Okay. Moirax, you were saying something on your side of the door.
are they? I stepped away. Is Mikhail climbing into that cabinet?
Yeah, and then disappeared.
All right. I'm just like, guys, there are approximately a fuck ton of dudes out here, and they most likely know that we're here by now. If that whoever is escaped.
When you kind of are climbing upwards, Mikhail, and this would be also as Dahabe is kind of entering into the alcove space, you hear like a sudden. You're looking up and you kind of see light. You then hear a loud, sudden kind of smash of wood as you see the light above you just disappear, like someone shut it, like closed the trapdoor over it. All right, if you continue to ascend, let me know.
Yeah, I'd like to try to open that up then.
Okay.
But it's probably locked or something. This is not good.
No worries. Dahabe will actually kind of get directly in behind you by this point as you're attempting to open it. If you want to use any kind of tools or checks, you can. If you're just going to try and force it, strength athletics. If you want to finesse it, thieves tools.
I guess I'll try to finesse it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Unless you think being behind me, could Dabe just force it? Do you want to try that? I don't even know if it's worth trying.
So, if you're doing it, do it. Mikhail kind of wraps his leg
Yeah.
around the ladder, reaches down to his tools, grabs some, and starts kind of getting towards the trapdoor.
Want me to roll thieves tools? to
Thieves
try it?
tools. Yep,
Oh,
dexterity.
try it. Oh, okay. Strength, attribute, strength, Dex. All right.
You kind of
Ooh, look at that.
look down at Dahabe kind of questioningly and then kind of grab the tools, get up there, and realize that it's kind of shut with kind of a barring. So you kind of reach in with a pair of tools, which are just kind of like pliers or tongs, and you kind of move the bar out of its position, allowing you to brush the door open. As you're coming up into this space, you would hear the telltale sign of ladder movement. There does appear to be a ladder here. And as you kind of come up, Mikhail, I'm going to offer you to allow for clearance for Dahabe to enter, or are you just going to wait until you chase after for that? Or are you chasing after, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I was chasing after. I think I'll allow Dabe to get through because I realize like having backup is always a good thing.
Okay, Dahabe, do you follow directly up, or do you wait a moment?
Well, I'm looking at the door to see if there's like a mechanism to like open it.
Oh, it's open.
It from this side.
Oh, the back door. So you stay down. Okay. Okay. Well then, perfect. Go ahead and make an Arcana check on your side then, and then Mikhail, I need you to go ahead and make a Dexterity saving throw. As you watch the shadow of an individual appear, and a bolt of lightning manifest in her hand, pointed directly down at the door,
No,
as if she was trying to catch you and anybody who would be directly behind you.
it's not going to be good. Oh, I rolled decent. 18.
You spiral out of the way. What's your level?
I am level 7 and I have
Evasion.
evasion.
So you spiral out of the way. The bolt hits into the ground. You see the wood splinter a bit and blacken from the charring, and then you'd see the tiefling woman kind of manifest at kind of the top of the steps, and with the rest of her movement, kind of, and then continue upwards. As you kind of get closer to the steps, if you follow, when you get up there, you hear kind of like a clockwork sound, almost like a clicking mechanism. But it's a bit more loud than like a small pocket watch. It's a bit like more
Right.
heavy. All right. Dahabe, you got a bad roll.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not going to be able to finesse it open with magic. Is there any other techniques you want to try to make the door open? You can kind of see the workings of it on this side of the door.
Can I just smash it?
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength athletics check.
Now that I need strength. Wait, can I make an athletics check?
Strength athletics, yeah.
Okay. 11.
You start kicking at the door. Everyone on the other side can hear you, but they all for not. Did
What is happening?
Moirax and Okrin go downstairs?
I
If so-
was up at the
You're
door, but if
you're
called
staying.
downstairs, I could.
And Okrin was behind Evangeline.
I was on my way.
Okay. So you definitely hear thudding from inside the cabinet. And Casey and Evangeline would have seen not only Mikhail, but also Dahabe enter into the cabinet, and then the back kind of...
Stuck in there?
Huh?
She's stuck in there?
Just the kicking and the thudding. You can kind of hear a muffled sound on the opposite side.
Can I shout smash it open and then duck out of the way?
Yeah.
Smash it open.
Gonna try smashing it?
And then strength athletics.
Let's see. Why is my character sheet so small?
Kick. Nothing happened on your side. We're gonna cut back to the action up above. So, Mikhail, do you give pursuit? Do you go up the ladder and chase?
Yep, I'm dedicated to it now, so I might as well.
This is in such a way that you actually feel that if you utilize a bit of parkour, you can actually get up a ladder faster than she did. If you'd like to try that, or you can just go to the climbing.
Oh my gosh! If it comes to parkour, who is going to refuse doing that? That's like
Strength, or
a
go ahead and
role-
make a
role
acrobatics
playing
check.
thing here.
Acrobatics
All
check.
right, all right. I'm gonna try to pretend like I'm in college again, doing some of those acrobatic moves. All right, let's see. Acrobat. Not bad. 17 is my lowest. 26 my highest. If you want to give me advantage.
You rush towards the wall, you kick onto that kind of bone mounted on the side of the wall, leap up, and are able to catch your right foot onto like the top rungs of the ladder and bring your left foot onto the landing up above the ladder. So you basically get like a 12-foot vertical in that process and land on that landing on the next floor behind her. You can see that there is like about chin-high wall kind of segmenting the center. There's actually two walls, and in the center of these two walls are four spiky-looking things kind of connected that are moving, and they're the generation of that clockwork sound. It looks like there's some kind of just churning spiky bits. I mentioned that the wall's about 7 foot high. The ceiling's about 10 foot high, but directly above the wall segments are like 2 foot like drop offs. So the walls are actually segmented with this long line that you can see through, but not that you can kind of maneuver through. Does that make sense?
Not exactly. Are there like slits in them?
Yeah, there's like-
arrow slits.
They're not arrow slits. It's because it's
Yeah.
all the way across. Imagine the wall only goes up so high, and then
Yeah.
there's like wall that comes from the ceiling that goes down so high, leaving about like an 8-inch gap across the room.
Aha. Okay. Interesting. Is there any type of like ballista or something up there that they like aim around and shoot?
There's another ladder on the other side that you can see, but you can't get to unless you
Ah.
go through the spiky traps. And
Alright.
your initiative was moving and jumping up. That's not an action. You're now
Right.
adjacent to her. If you'd like to take an action,
Alright.
you can.
I would like to try to go with de-escalation. So I would like to try to persuade her that if
Okay.
she stays here and talks to me, she won't come to any harm.
I will say, because that is your course of action and your action, it really doesn't matter what you say. She's currently in full retreat mode at this point. So your action is effectively wasted spitting words at her. As she's kind of looking at you in a panic, she looks through the line and says a magic word. She bursts into a bunch of cherry blossoms, and you see more cherry blossoms appear on the opposite side of the wall as she appears near the ladder.
Oh, so cool.
You recognize the spell as Misty Step.
Misty Step with cherry blossom accents.
And she'll immediately grab onto the ladder
Classy.
and make her way up, and she's saying something in Old Jernarend, which you would recognize. She says, "Ready the trap," as she's making her way up the ladder.
Oh shit. That's not good. That is not good at all. All right, ready to trap. All right, I guess I can't do anything else like intelligent, because that was my action. So I have to wait
Well,
till next turn.
Well, yeah, it's not really turn-based right now. We're kind of
Oh,
doing a
okay.
weird shifty bit, but it's fine. We're going to maneuver back downstairs. So, Okran, you kick at the wall. It's pretty sturdy. It's not breaking open for you here. Evangeline, Casey, is there anything that you'd like to try? Moirax is holding the door upstairs.
Casey,
Dude,
let's do that
I-
rocket thing. Do the rocket thing.
What?
The knight points at the shift robe.
Do you want to try and make an attack against the back of the wall?
Casey. Did Casey see them cast prestidigitation? Because Casey can also cast prestidigitation.
Yeah, you totally did.
So Casey could go through also.
Okay.
I mean, theoretically.
I
We gotta get
Yeah.
the door open.
And you would see that the ladder does, once you open it, you would see that the ladder descends down. Dahave, as the door opens, one thing you've been reflecting on this side is there's no segment for you to pop the door open on the back end. It's one-way access. So, Casey, as you cast it, you're allowed through.
I don't know if Casey. I don't know if they'd step through.
Okay.
I
Okay, if you don't step through, you don't step through.
don't think so. Casey is lost.
What
Casey
I will say
doesn't
is,
see the benefit in destroying it and doesn't see the benefit in stepping through. I thought we were doing stuff here, and they're like,
what I will say
I don't even
is,
know where through is.
and just cool idea, just to kind of curb cool ideas before the cool ideas show up. When you cast prestidigitation on the door, it opens, and then very shortly after shuts. You're standing there to be able to cast it on the door, which means if you try to step back in a way to allow someone access because they can't pass through you in that instance because you're squeezed in there, kind of bottled in there, or they'd have to squeeze to get in there, there's not enough time for them to get through with that door shutting as quick as it does. So it's whoever's casting prestidigitation has just enough time to get through, and that's it.
So
So you watch Casey cast prestidigitation, open the door, but you see the door open, you see Casey on the other side. A moment passes, the door shuts.
okay, so Dahabe is now talking like through the door as if the door is not there, and we'll kind of continue talking even as it shuts.
Okay.
Okay, there's someone out there the way that Morax just came from, right?
Up
Morax?
here?
Many people.
Oh no, they're inside there. I can't hear them.
Okay, but Okran knows that.
Yeah. You can pass the message along. Moirax would have said it to Okran. Okran would have said it to
Okay,
Evangeline.
okay,
And they're all
so
downstairs now.
we can't go that way.
We have to pass it along for real though, like banana phone.
Magpie. Don't do this.
You know what? I appreciate the attempt, and will grant you inspiration for it.
We're gonna do it
Like an
though.
evil mastermind up in this bitch. So we need to go one way or the other. So far, this is the only means of escape. Or where else? Where else are we gonna go?
Up? No.
Up to where all the people are?
Well, I want to be where the people are.
Did Morax just say, let's not go this way because it's full of people with
Sorry,
torches?
I was quoting a dumb song. Don't.
No, I know, but
That's a good song.
Want to see them dancing?
okay.
Just like-
It's a good song.
Be-
I don't know. I
So-
feel like breaking a magic door doesn't typically open it, but we can try.
I mean, you never know.
Well, if you hit it hard enough, so far we have
I almost did.
been rolling shit each time that we
Yeah.
try to hit it.
If
So
I try to hit it.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
So we're going to cycle. Mikhail, again, like I said, there's really no way for you to kind of maneuver across the space unless you're trying to maneuver through the strange trap. And again, when I say it's kind of moving, think of it kind of like the vertical axes of these spiky bits are kind of moving up and down like they're rolling against each other, and the interplay of the spikes is causing them to move up and down in this way. So each one of the four is kind of doing this like upwards and downwards motion, but the two that are, if they're ever connected, they're not really moving too far away from one another, so there aren't many ways in the ways of like gaps between each. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like one of those horrible, like 80s platformer games, you know?
Yeah, it sounds like a horrible 80s platformer game. That's exactly right.
Some people, our audience will know what we're talking about. All right, anyways. So, no, I think what I would like to do is either use like my great investigation or something like that to try to figure, or arcane, to try to figure out if there's a way I could jam. Because I have this really cool Phillips head dagger that I have on my sheet I wrote down is basically a Phillips head dagger, but not exactly. But
Yeah,
anyways, I'm wondering if I could like jam it in there to maybe like mess up the trap, you know, kind of like, you know, because I'm kind of like in the center of a clock.
Sure, go ahead and make an investigation roll.
All right, guys. I think somebody was going to give me advantage. I don't know how, but I was just hoping that would stick. All right, let's go.
Nice
go.
try.
Yes, I rolled a 24. It's not a crit, but that's
So
pretty
you
damn
actually
good.
see that there's a timing matter. You could actually get through if you were able to maneuver yourself very quickly, like acrobatically, like the platformer games aforementioned.
Oh no!
You would also notice that there appears to be a lever on the far side, kind of beside the ladder, that looks like it might be connected to the mechanism in question.
I would try that then first. But
Okay.
I know you probably want to switch over to somebody else in another.
Yeah, no
No,
problem. So you kind of
another
maneuver yourself over
area.
to here, and
Yeah.
then we'll kind of shift back downstairs.
Exactly.
How you want to do it, folks?
I think we're just trying to smash this thing, but with my -1 strength, I'm probably not the heavy hitter to be smashing
Smash.
this thing with my bare hands and
But
sword, no hammers.
Any
Am I allowed to
better?
go?
hearing them banging
Am I
on
allowed
this
to
thing,
try
I'm
it
gonna come
again?
on downstairs.
Yeah, you can try all you like, but is there any better ideas? Again, the main point on your side trying to get people through is that you don't really have the room to kind of catch the door, hold the door open, or like, you know, open the door and then allow
Right.
people to move through.
Like we couldn't break it open, and then you could just be like prestidigitation, prestidigitation, prestidigitation.
Right,
What what if he
That's what I was thinking.
opened the
Yeah,
door
okay.
and let a single other person through, and
Right.
that was the last one through?
The problem is because of the narrowness, if you're not casting the prestidigitation, there's really not enough time for you to get in.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you have to
That
back out
changes
to
things.
go in. So what I'm saying is if you can get somebody on the opposite side of the door, it might be possible to kind of hold the door from the other side when it opens and try and let people through that way.
okay, let's try that.
Okay. So you cast prestidigitation, inform the other of your plan, and then Gino, go ahead and make a dexterity save when the door opens to see if you can catch it.
You could do it.
Anybody?
Should I give them inspiration?
If you have inspiration, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you catch the door. You take 3 points of
Yay.
slashing damage. Take 3 points of slashing damage as the door bites into your arm as you kind of block it.
What
But you're-
the fuck?
You're able to hold the door open. It does seem that it continues to exert pressure against you, so you're kind of hanging onto the side of the ladder and holding your arm out inside of the door, kind of holding it open. There's enough space for people to kind of maneuver in and climb up the ladder beside you in this instance. The last thing I need from you, Jisho, is an athletics check as everyone starts to make their way in.
I don't like this.
All right. You don't have athletics trained?
No. Oh, athletics. I don't. I have a. It's a 1, so it'll be a 12. Sorry.
Okay. Well, that's actually what you needed, so good.
Thank fuck.
Yeah, so everybody passes in. Casey, you would step in, move up the ladder, so on, so forth.
So as like the last person runs in, Tahabe releases the door, and it's like, ah, I did not go to fucking Bard College for this shit.
And then make your way up. Okay, so once you're all up into that room, we'll have a discussion, but Mikhail is actually above you, so I'm going to cut back to him really quick to see if he is maneuvering the matter to assist him here. Like, if he's going to try and somehow get a hold of the lever, or...
Yes, this is what I would like to do. I would like to pull the lever, see if it like stops things or slows it or speeds it up or whatever. And if it doesn't stop things, I would like to throw my Phillips head dagger kind of in a like skillful location to make it stop up everything, you know.
Okay, so what I'll tell you is the lever is currently in the down position, which kind of denotes that it is on.
Alright.
Throwing a dagger at it is probably not going to do anything. And if you can get a rope around it somehow, which will be very difficult as you're trying to get a rope around something that's pointed down, kind of lifting up into it from this distance, I mean, you could definitely try that. But as it looks, the mechanism in its current state is going to be very difficult to try and shift into an upwards position.
Is that going to be like a pure strength thing, or is it some other type
No,
of skill?
so it is actually going to be a dexterity check with you not being proficient. So you're trying to throw a rope out to it and kind of catch it with like a lasso, but catch it in a way that you'll be able to kind of very quickly kind of pull and get around the handle. So if you'd like, you can go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Well, that sounds crazy, but it's so crazy it just might work.
The
So
alternative is you could try and make a dexterity acrobatics check through the spiky bits to try and flip your way through without taking damage.
Flip wizard.
I mean, that sounds crazy. That might work too, but I also might get like lose my legs or something. That wouldn't be good. So I'm just gonna go for the rope thing, rope trick.
Okay.
So what roll is that? Did you say?
Dexterity check.
Dexterity, just a plain dex check. All right, guys, come on! Don't let my luck run out. That ran
That's
out.
actually a save.
What luck?
So it's actually
Come on.
lower than that. So as you try and
It's
No
lower
worries.
than that. Okay.
yeah, because
Oh yeah, I rolled a
rolled a
save.
save.
You're right. I hit.
you
that.
fiddle with it and you keep kind of tossing the rope in. There's just not enough room for you to kind of catch it in this way. That being said, everybody else in the lower level, let's go ahead and cut back to you. I'll start with, I'm assuming that it would have been Casey in first. So Casey, you hear footsteps above you and kind of a probably cursing and like a ropey kind of thud on the wood above you, and also the mechanical clicking that I mentioned. There's the ladder kind of there. What would you like to do?
Yes, they're going up the ladder.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. You pop up. You would see Mikhail over on the other side, and you wouldn't be able to see across the entirety of the room just due to your height. It's about chin level for like humanoid medium size.
Can I move across the room a little to get a better view?
Yeah, you can walk over to Mikhail, but
Yep.
again, the space in between is like the eye view section of the wall is kind of like probably above your head.
Oh, this isn't the full length of the ceiling.
It doesn't go all the way up. It goes up about to chin level, like 4 feet.
Right. Okay.
And then there's like a drop down that goes so that there's a gap of about 8 inches all across the room.
Okay.
So I see this contraption.
Yeah, it's kind of going up and down and kind of spinning, and it's got spikes, and it's made out of mostly wood.
Are there any shadows that I can see on the other side of the contraption?
Yep.
Can I step into the
Bet your
shadows
ass
up
you
against
can.
this back wall and just whoop whoop?
You step out of the shadows of the boxes and the crates and stuff. Mikhail, you watch as the robot kind of just walks into the shadows of the box. When you watch him do it, you'd also see that leaning on the box is a very long barrel rifle. But yeah, Casey, you're on the other side. You see the mechanism lever.
Pull the lever.
Mechanism stops. It stops in a way that they're all kind of higher up. Seems to actually rotate, lock one, rotate, lock the next, rotate, lock the last one, and then finally yeah. So there's enough space for you to kind of like squat and kind of shimmy underneath everything to get to the other side. All right. Who would have been next into the box? Okrin probably, or Evangeline?
Me.
You go up.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've solved the trap. There's a ladder over there, Casey, as well, just to notate that.
You said there's like just like a little gap through there. It's not like
Yeah, well, now there's a large enough gap in the center space, so you can kind of
right. Might as well just go that way.
move through the...
Can I go all the way or?
Yeah. And,
Is there a little treat at the end?
Evangeline, you go up.
We're not done yet.
Yeah.
Okay, what were you saying? John?
Oh, I was joking with Kevin. We're not done yet. I don't get the
Oh.
treat till the end.
I thought you said I was not done yet. Okay. Cool. So yeah, and then what happens? Dahave goes up, I'm assuming. And now that everybody's up here,
Oh, I would have gone up. I would have been like probably the last into the hole or into the cabinet.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
At that point, I'd say it appears we have Casey has solved the trap, so we can go through it. Right. As far as I can tell, the person I was chasing has escaped up the ladder.
And they're probably gonna alert the entire castle.
Exactly. Was not successful in my pursuit.
Well, they're probably not expecting us to be going up through here to this trap. Great work on dismantling it. Should we continue on?
We shall. Casey
Only
goes
one
towards
way
the ladder.
Casey's pushing forward.
Casey, you go up.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be a very interesting one because you were the one chosen. Make a perception roll.
Oh, god damn it.
This will determine whether or not you can
Oh,
try to
no.
deflect arrows.
Oh god.
You can do it. Or not.
Can I? Nah. I'm not gonna use it.
You hear a loud sprung, and then a massive bolt slams into your chest. You watch as the Casey above you is mangled by this massive ballista bolt. Casey, you're hit. You're going to be taking a meager 38 points of piercing damage. As the bolt basically hits you, and like someone kicking a tin can or someone like throwing a trash can off the back of a truck, you literally watch as Casey's hit. The bolt doesn't go through him; it just kind of like crumples him and sends him back against the wall and like banging down the ladder.
I want to catch him.
Make a dex save to see if you can react in time.
Dexterity regular.
Yeah, dexterity save.
Does D&D have like a
Ooh.
massive damage rule or anything?
Ooh.
How does that work?
So if I deal enough damage to do double your maximum hit points, I kill
Okay,
you
not-
outright. What's your hit
okay.
point total?
It's 31.
Oh, yeah, no.
So
I've had to
We're
have
good.
60 with it, which
Yeah.
is not possible.
No.
Maximum is 50 damage. But yeah, bang, 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 and then you hear a quick, quick, as you can hear the ballista being reloaded upstairs.
Oh shit.
We need to take the thing out.
Can I put him down,
Yeah.
rage, and run up there?
Hold the fuck
Oh,
on.
no, you're just gonna.
I mean, if you want to.
Words came out.
Up,
Words came out of that
Yeah.
boy's face, so we kind of have to stick to that, don't we?
That's right. I think
Um,
so.
All right. So you are tangentially aware that there is danger on the opposite side, but you are raging for the sake.
Oh, yeah,
of-
they,
What? No,
Look
I
at
mean,
this
I mean
guy.
for the quickly pulling yourself up. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you're attempting to try and maneuver onto the space here, what I'm going to have you do is, once you get to the top, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. This is not to resist anything. This is not for avoiding anything. So you're
it's not going to do the rage. Yeah.
you're not well the danger sense. It's successful. So you kind of get up and you very quickly forward roll. I will have disadvantage on my attack against you here. Miss. So you basically get to the top and kind of roll up and kind of very quickly kind of move into a position here. And the bolt flies over top of you. You can feel a couple of your hairs kind of like just kind of
Like the whoosh.
like pet. Like it's like a petting. It's like, just like
High velocity petting.
Yeah.
Oh my
And for
god.
those of you on the opposite side, you watch as the ballista hits the wall behind, and it doesn't impale. It hits and bounces off, and kind of descends down. Nobody was following him up, right? Okay, good. Because if you were beneath,
I
it's
think
like
we're all just like,
this massive bar of metal and wood just kind of slams onto the ground
Oh no.
Oh.
in about the same space as where the last one hit, and also the
Is that where I was?
yeah.
Am I taking a death
Well,
save?
to be fair, actually, right now, I believe you're currently being wielded by Okran, because he said he caught you, and he never said.
Well, I said I said
put
I,
him down.
No, I said I,
Oh.
I
Yeah,
said I
he
put
said
him
he
down.
put me down.
Okay.
So did he
Like,
put
right
me
there
down
would've been
right
perfect.
underneath where the fucking...
Okay.
No, I would have put him because
I-
I was technically right here.
Yeah, roll a d100. I think it's fair. 25%
Alright.
chance of
You want me
hitting.
to do
That'd
it,
be
or
hilarious.
me or
I rolled a 1. Let's go. I rolled a 1. I'm the best.
One,
Oh, right.
Yes.
one failed
And
death.
I rolled a 9.
One failed death saving throw.
Oh,
100%
no.
worth it.
You watch like it hit, and it like hits the head in such a way that it kind of like causes the bowler hat to shoot off. So
Awesome.
at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to fall into an initiative order. So you're all operating. So go ahead and put yourself on the board.
Come on, baby. Yes.
How does initiative work when you're in death saving throws?
You still get
Just
on the
automatic.
initiative count.
Yeah.
Well, I
You're
mean,
gonna be
you're
low.
fast. You're last.
You're going to be really low on initiative when you're dying.
He already is.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So everybody rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, Okra, you're first. There is one of these individuals kind of behind the ballista, and then there's another one who would be here peeking through. It looks like he has another ballista bolt in his hand, and kind of looks at you kind of curiously.
Uh,
They have not reloaded the ballista. So your initiative. You are raging.
yeah, I want to actually hop on top of it
Mhm.
and unleash on that guy.
Okay.
And I was sorry, I meant to do this. I did claws.
Okay. So as you bring in the tier, he kind of very deftly kind of moves a dagger out of nowhere and catches the attack, kind of knocks it up in the air. And then as you bring the claws, then he raises his bracer and kind of just lets them scratch idly against the metal.
I do like a
Okay.
raged squeak.
Absolutely. We love that. Michaela, you are next. And sorry, we are currently
All right.
still listening to the ooh, doo, doo, doo music. I need the fighting music, please and thank you.
This is the
Actually,
good music.
I
It's the
think-
lighthearted
I think
music.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Because,
Oh,
like,
can I scream get up here? Also,
Yeah.
thank
we
you.
have our droid who's down, kind of like, R2D2 and C3PO. So I think what Mikhail would do, since he sees Casey like flops down right next to him, he would try to administer. I'm assuming this would work. If I administer a healing potion to you, that will work, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay. I thought it did, but so I would do that, like very gingerly, deftly, So I'm ready to rock.
Okay. Roll 2d4
Jam.
plus 2 if it's just a regular standard healing
You
potion.
want me to roll for you? You were rolling pretty crappy, so maybe I should roll.
Yeah, don't let Zach roll dice.
So that's
Go
2d4
for
is
it.
8 plus what did you say? Plus 2.
Plus
He
2.
gets 10 back. See, you know why he got so much back? Because I gave it to him with love, like
Because
as
friendship.
an old partner, old friendship. This is friendship. This is how you save somebody's life with friendship.
Ye olde
Well, that's what I do.
venerables. Okay, so Mikhail, that's your action. You still have movement and bonus action if you'd like to deploy those.
I think as my movement, I'm going to gingerly and carefully set him up too. Like
Okay.
you would an old friend, like one of those
Maybe
chairs
out of
that lifts you
shrapnel area?
up.
Evangeline, so yeah, you are aware that there's stuff happening. I will say that you have to go all the way around and through the middle, and when you move through the middle due to medium size category, when you move through that space, you'll need to it's difficult terrain.
These.
Yeah, you'll be kind of getting low and kind of hustling through. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You could make it right to the opposite side if you're just moving. Like right next to Moirax, so you'd be like there.
I feel like she would move there and
I think there's a wall there.
Yeah, there's a wall there.
oh.
But you can see through it or reach through it to touch Casey. I'll allow that.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I would do.
Okay. Evangeline looks to Mikhail. Hold him up a little higher.
Yeah.
And then you just lift the little robot boy and then reach through and doop, doop, doop. Hey, more.
Blah.
The game has turned inevitably into keep the little robot boy alive.
Yes, he's our mascot.
Heal the baby. Heal the baby.
It's not even. He's like one of the oldest people in this.
I know.
It's like Yoda. Okay, so it goes.
But
to
he's
that.
our baby.
Yeah.
The one directly behind you, kind of seeing the situation, is going to attempt to deploy a silly idea. I need you to go ahead and make a strength athletics check. The
Hopefully.
DC will be 19.
Oof.
Got it.
Well,
He comes up behind you and kind of holds this, the ballista off to one side, reaches behind your head and grabs the back of your head and pushes you forward down to slam your face into
that's
the
smart.
loading mechanism of the ballista, which has now just been drawn back by the other guy. Since he has multi-attack, I'm going to try one more time. Oh no, it doesn't work for grapples. Multi-attack doesn't work for grapples. Never mind. So yeah, you resist. You kind of keep yourself on the ballista and don't get pushed forward. The guy who pulls and sets back the ballista kind of looks up at you annoyed. That's a bonus action for him to set the ballista, so he is going to take the weapon that he had drawn, which is kind of like a long knife, and then kind of just rush forward and kind of try and stab you in the face. He's going to do it two-handed since he is not currently wielding a shield.
I got a thick skull, so you better stab hard.
22 and 11. Or were you attacking recklessly on the last go?
No.
Okay. So 22 will hit, 11 will not. It'll be
Yep.
5 piercing. And as he kind of strikes you, you watch as the blade kind of shines bright yellow for a second. You are neither a fiend or an undead, so it doesn't seem to cause like a burst, but there's some sort of reaction happening there with you. So just good old 5 piercing.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is that halved already?
No, that is not. It'll be 2 after.
Beep, beep.
Marx.
Hey, I'm going to
I'm gonna be honest.
run over to the. I'm gonna leap past Mikhail, and
Go up.
and go up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But you would not be all the way up if you're just going straight in this pursuit. Do you want to dash to get up, though?
It's a good idea. They're focusing on me. I didn't say that.
Yeah, yeah.
This would be a total of 40 to get to this position here.
Okay. 40.
You still have 20 left.
I don't want to use an action surge yet.
Don't.
Then I'll hold an attack for.
Well, no, you won't.
Oh,
You're out,
right, I
yeah.
can't. Haha.
You will do nothing. You'll just have rushed up there and
Right.
gave another target. Dahave.
All right,
Muted
I'm
it,
gonna
okay.
crawl through, right?
Yeah, so you'll be here with 25 movement.
Can I make it in here?
30, yeah, that's fine.
All right. Um. That is for Mikhail.
Mikhail, you vanish.
You have greater invisibility, so you
Oh.
can attack and shit, and you don't become
That's-
visible.
That's super, super cool. See, friendship does have its own rewards.
Casey,
Go get him, Mikhail.
for flavor's sake, they did pick you up and kind of like hold you up, so you're technically not prone if you'd like to not be.
Yeah, I'm going to kick off of the wall from where I'm being held and rocket up the ladder. Let's do this thing.
All right, so 5, 10,
It's
15,
happening!
that's 20 to get to the space behind Moirax. To move into Moirax space is 25, and then beyond that, it's up to you.
So I can get like here easy to hit this guy.
Yeah, so his spatial positioning is more in line with this kind of.
Sorry, I can
space
get
here.
to there easy.
Yeah, just making sure.
I got 45 feet.
Yeah, I know you can get there. I just want to make sure that everyone's in the right spots. Yeah, that'll hit. That'll miss. The first attack hits. The second attack misses. So just that first one. All right. You kind of cut into him. As you're like looking at him and getting close, his skin is kind of a grayish color, and there are a bunch of marks that are very kind of spirally looking symbols with like almost clock-like or cog-like patternings on it. As you kind of brush forward and kind of stab him with the blade, it doesn't seem like he bleeds, but it does look like you wound him. Like there's a decent cut in him,
Right.
and he seems to respond negatively to that, but no blood shoots out of him.
Noted.
Okrin.
I will do a full round on that guy with attacks. The one that's behind the ballista.
Mhm.
Those, one of these, one of these.
Miss.
Do I have to call Lux out before I do stuff?
No, Lux after rolls. If you have Lucky the feed, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
So miss, or hit, miss. Oh, wait, you said reckless?
I didn't.
So hit, miss. Give me the Sardic name. And this is against the one that's grabbing at you, or the one that is firing the ballista?
Firing the ballista.
Okay. So, okay.
Oh, was the
Okrin-
one over here the two-hand dagger?
Well, this one's using the two-handed dagger, yeah. This
Okay.
one has a ballista bolt, which you could probably use as a spear.
Right.
Okrin done. Mikhail?
All right.
5, 10, 15, 20. 20 will get you up the ladder from your current position, and then into Moirax's space would be 25. Should be able to see your token, right?
Perfect. I gotta move things around a little bit on my thing here. All right. Sweet. So
And
am I not close enough to attack then?
Well, just for clarification purposes, he's more
Oh,
in this
okay.
space than.
He's in that space.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't move over and attack him this round then, or could I like?
Well, you
throw
still
a
have
dagger
5 feet
at
of movement. You can move
Oh, okay.
here.
I'm invisible.
Yeah.
So what if I were to, instead of attacking him this round, try to sneak around him and get like on this side of him, and that way he wouldn't know I was there, and nobody would.
Okay. So in a similar fashion, either your bonus action or your action would need to be stealth. The thing
Yeah.
is because you only had 5 feet of movement left, you would need to have dashed to get there. So bonus action dash, action
okay.
hide. So go ahead and
Yeah.
make a stealth check.
Yeah, all right, that'll work. And as like before I left at my first position where a couple people were down there, they probably heard me whisper, "I'm getting too old for this shit." Although that doesn't sound Russian, so I'll have to work on that. All right, so stealth check, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting too old for these sheep comrade.
I am getting too old for this shit. All right.
Okay. So you're invisible, so your
Yeah.
stealth is super high. You're pretty sure
Right.
he did not seem to register anything moving past him.
Perfect. I'm getting ready for next time to do some kill steal stuff here.
Evangeline, you are still on the other side, so 5, 10, 15, 20 to get through to right next to Dave.
Okay.
And then you can move 10, 5, 10. You can get adjacent to the ladder.
Okay. Like right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So it goes to them. He, seeing the situation, says something in Old Jannar, and he says, "Give it!" And the guy who's kind of in the hallway who tried to force Okran down reaches out with the bolt. The guy grabs it and loads the ballista as a bonus action, and then will fire it. Okran, you are on top of it. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, just because of the twang of the string. And then Morax, the shot is directly into your chest.
Oh, hey, nice.
Okay, so you kind of hop up as the twang kind of slams,
Yeah.
so it doesn't kind of just like tear through your legs.
Right.
And then the force of the ballista bolt. Morax, you're kind of like, up here, and then everyone's rushing around, and once everybody clears away, you see the ballista bolt get loaded, pointed at you, and then you can hear the like pop. Everything kind of slows down for a second. You drop backwards and just throw your shield up. The ballista bolt hits and scoots up, slams against the ceiling, and then just kind of bounces in the air until it just falls onto the floor nearby. It did not beat your AC.
Aha!
The guy in the room who passed it over, it was a free action for him to do so, is going to try and fight against... he's going to move here, and he's going to attack Moirax. It looks like they've
Say
definitely
fight?
changed... Fight. Looks like they definitely changed their focus to him. He draws that same dagger and wields it two-handed. He misses. You see him coming after you kind of drop the shield to survey and then kind of quickly bring it back up.
He misses. I'm gonna do a riposte.
Mm-hmm.
So roll my
Hits against the shield, kind of a click, and then the sword comes in right behind.
right.
Or not shield, but
not-
pauldron.
Come on. That sword. Does that
That'll hit.
And then it adds that.
All right.
There we go.
As you kind of cleave into him, as I mentioned, like they don't bleed. You kind of cut a massive hole across his breastplate and chest, and as he kind of is split open a bit here, you can see inside of him there's this kind of glowing purple energy that's kind of filled in with this black strip that kind of mirrors exactly where you cut. And the black strip, you can see small little bursts of starlight. All right. It goes right to your turn, Morax.
All right. I'll just hit him again. That probably doesn't hit.
Nope,
And again.
that will.
That does hit. Yay.
As you kind of like bring the first blade in, he kind of brings the knife up and catches it. In that lock, you push him back a bit and then bring the blade down heavily. You watch him get cleft in two. The two halves fall to the side, and it seems like he wasn't flesh. It was more kind of like this almost dried leather-like substance that formed his body, and it seems to have hardened upon his death. The light glows for just a little bit longer, and then it all kind of into the darkness in the middle.
Can I then? Oh man, there's no space right here, is there?
No, you can't be on the
Okay.
list with everybody. No.
Dang it. I'm gonna move. I guess I'll move over here.
Everybody
So
on the ballista can't shoot if everyone's standing on it.
I don't want to be in the line of sight of the
Party on the ballista.
straight line
Let's
of the
go.
ballista.
Casey throws on a baseball cap out of nowhere and like grows small little raccoon ears and a raccoon tail, and he's like and just spins and starts like clunking on the ballista. The hat changes from a bowler, which is downstairs, to Up lovers, okay. All right, Dahabe.
I'm gonna pick up the bowler and tuck it under my arm and head up.
All right. You are able to get to the top of the ladder at that point. That'll just be movement.
Is that all my movement?
30 feet total, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna throw bardic inspiration die to the mayor, and the way that I do that is by tossing them their hat, landing it on their head.
Okay.
I think they're being thrown like odd jobs.
Oh, I still have an action. I will use my action to continue moving along over here.
Okay.
And
Well,
that's my turn.
sorry, no, 30 feet you would have stopped at the top.
Right, but then I still have an action.
So you dashed, okay. Gotcha. Casey.
I'm try and make use of that. What is it? A D8?
Yep.
14 misses.
It does.
Oop, that's not what I meant to do. The third one should have been this.
Okay. Well, the second one hits.
If it missed, you can reuse it later.
Well, yeah.
Cool.
But the second attack will hit, so that'll actually kill him. He had 2 hit points.
Oh, well, there we go.
That's why he was in panic mode. Similarly, as you kind of bring the short sword into him and kind of tear to the side, you can see the purple energy, the dark starry streak, and then it kind of splits, and then he stops glowing. Okay, so the fight is technically over. That being said, you do know that there was foot traffic above you during the fight, so the wizard is probably still maneuvering upstairs.
Is that a door or a window or something?
Window.
Can I look outside?
Sure. Hold on a second here. If you're looking in the northern window, just outside, and this is again just I'm gonna fix it here in just a moment. Sorry, lagging. Lagging hard.
Wait, Left Behind or The Leftovers? Did you watch that, Kevin? The Leftovers.
I don't know.
It was kind of like Left Behind.
Was that the one with Kevin, the guy? Well, what's his name? I don't know. He was the guy that was in the David Lynch movie. Like,
Here we'll
Anyways.
see the north side as you kind of look out at the tower, which you're in. That would be the tower.
Okay.
Here. And the next time we move to this map, we'll go ahead and make sure I've got the dark.
And I can see this, basically.
Yeah, it looks like there's a wall kind of connected to the mountain. Directly north of you, you can see the mountain kind of ascends quite a bit further. Like this is not the summit, just like a plateau near the summit. However, looking at the mountain from this side, it looks like a face kind of looking out to the east. A massive face kind of looking out to the east. So like this is connected to the neck of the creature, the mountain creature.
Yikes. Do I see people milling around?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's dark and it's snowy, so your visibility is not huge except for like the large kind of sweeps and stuff. But there are torches kind of maneuvering about, kind of probably on the wall, and over on like this space here and so on.
Okay.
All
Does
right.
anybody look like they're panicking?
No.
Can't tell.
Totally calm. Like the torches you'd expect to move fast if someone's panicking
Okay.
and running to something. No, it looks like they're just calmly patrolling.
Okay.
Despite your fears that you've been detected, it does not seem that way from you looking outside. Okay, so that being said, Evangeline comes up behind everybody post fight. Great job, team. Real leadership. capabilities.
Huzzah!
There's another ladder that ascends upwards. There is a barrel that looks like it is similar to some of the barrels downstairs, like it's an explosive barrel. And there are a bunch of spears kind of set against the wall here. They are ballista bolts. And it looks like there's a chest with a flintlock pistol on top of it.
Could I cut the rope to the ballista?
Yeah. You can make the ballista non-functional.
Yeah.
Everybody stand back when he does that.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does have a mighty sproing, like.
Yes.
If no one's gonna pocket it, Dahabe is gonna snatch the pistol. If not to use it, then at least so no one else can use it.
The box it was sitting on appears to be open. If you kind of just lift it up, you'll see that it's filled with more pistols, just like the one you just picked up.
Oh my fucking god.
Like guns for everyone.
Everyone take a pistol.
Yeah,
It's America.
that's right. We'll have concealed carry permits.
Come and take them.
Is there more than 6?
There's 20 in that box.
Yeah,
Okay,
No,
well,
we're
sorry,
not an arms dealer.
19. There was one on top of the box. 20 total.
All right, so Dahabe will hand out pistols to everybody, and
We're giving them to people. I'll take it. Pistol,
I
flintlock.
don't know. You never know.
You never know. We might need it. Might need it someday.
Okay. Who's
You
the
know
first?
what? The only way to stop gun violence is to give everybody guns.
True.
That's true.
Hey, good guy with the
sorry.
gun, right?
Sorry,
You
yeah,
think you're the good guy with the gun.
yeah, exactly.
But what have we learned in this campaign?
Hey, we established that I'm a cop,
Not
so
everyone
I'm
is.
okay, right?
Oh, I
Here. Oh, that's right.
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Better than food.
Of course, I'm the good guy with the gun.
Awkward.
America.
I know.
Who's going up first?
I'll
All
go
right,
up
here's
first.
the deal. I would suggest because people can't really see me, but because I'm invisible, I'm
For a
greater
minute.
invisible. Invisible.
Well, no, it's
so
probably-
it's really good.
It's gone after a minute, so it's not going to last too much longer.
All right. Well, I wanted to like once everybody stopped fighting, like as because that happened only over like 6 seconds. I would want to like go like do some advanced scouting.
Morax
Like,
already ran
there's
up.
no- Okay, I guess I follow him then, and then once
So
I get up to the
as
top,
you get to the top, but you'll notice there's like a number of different cords that appear to have been hung from like a higher point, not all the way at the ceiling, but kind of on the walls. Beneath that, there are dozens, probably near 100 wooden spikes on the ground of all different shapes and lengths, and they all appear to have some sort of kind of slick on their points, and they look like they've been sharpened down to like a very fine point. But the ropes up above looks like you could hang from them sufficiently and possibly not suffer any penalties below. However, whether or not the ropes are secure or not is something you're not certain of, or
Wait, let me up there.
which ropes are capable. The other hard part about this situation is there's not enough distance behind you or in front of you to get a running start to be able to jump just straight over all of it. And last note, there do appear to be just kind of small little like magical aspects of like cherry blossoms laying on the ground that are slowly disappearing, which everyone who saw it would know is kind of like the residual effects of her casting Misty Step.
All right, I think
Oh.
it's clear up here. Just be real careful. There's
Not really much room to walk around through. You'd have to kind of either jump over, teleport across, or grab a hold of the ropes and kind of make your way across like monkey bars.
oh boy.
But
Yeah.
again, there are a number of different ropes to grab onto, and you're not sure if any of them are, again, you being kind of a bit rogue trained, your presumption is that there's probably ones that are false ropes that if you grab onto and put your weight into will cause you to plummet into the spike below.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll reach up and like grab a couple ropes and just like give them a tug from
Yeah.
where I'm standing.
This will confirm your suspicion. Some of them are taut and do not get tugged. Some of them maneuver and kind of have a bit of give, so they allow you to kind of slide down into the spikes. But you don't.
Oh.
You're not doing that. You're just doing like the ones above your head.
Yeah, just like reach out. It's like,
Okrin, you're going up.
Yeah. If I may
Can-
be of use,
Can I
I can.
head up also?
One other person. So once you kind of get to the top, it's going to be very quickly relevant or noted that there isn't enough space for more than 2 people to be up there at a time.
Great.
I could use my 40-foot climbing speed,
Okay.
and I was hoping to kind of suss out which ropes are good, which ropes are bad.
Sure. Does your
I can
climbing
also hang upside down.
This climbing speed allows you to hang upside down, it says? Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation roll. And then who is going up next? Dahabe?
Is there room for me to be up there?
Now there is. Okrin move.
Yeah, there's now.
Oh shit! It is tight
Yay.
as fuck up here.
It is cramped as fuck up here. Why do these people, like... Is nobody claustrophobic? Cabinets? Narrow passageways? I don't like it.
Okay, this place sucks.
They might as well all be ropes that can fall down, buddy. You're not able to figure out which ropes are which from your kind of searching.
Can I Misty step across
There you go.
again?
Poop. Yeah, poop. Who's coming up
What
next?
does your poof look like?
It's like mystical pink mist.
Ooh.
We love that. Who's going up next?
I will.
Is there like a mechanism in here that's gonna drop all the false ropes or whatever?
No. There is a massive blunderbuss and a crossbow sitting on the desk, and then a couple of different tools present there. Do you maneuver around to look at the gun?
Yeah.
As you do, you see a shadow of a thing in the ceiling above you, off to your right side, where the ladder is located, and you see a small little flick of light appear in the ceiling above you as a firebolt descends down and hits right behind you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. And Okrin as well.
10.
Okay.
I've rolled a 10 every single fucking time.
I am
last
killing these dexterity
hour.
rolls. Thank God.
Dahave, you take 28 and are knocked prone. Okrin, you take 14 and you are not knocked prone. As these 2 boxes here explode,
Well, they're alerted now.
could I have been watching the ropes that Okrin grabs onto and see if I can manage?
he didn't grab ropes. He
Oh,
climbed.
right, he's like climbed.
Yeah,
right.
he was testing to see if any of them work, but he's dumb.
Hey, I'm smart other ways.
I did my best.
He's smarter than the average bear.
The average rat.
Yeah.
I did my best. Okay.
Be right back.
Yep. If you'd like to try and climb across, you can. I mean, absolutely. Just be wary. Like, there's a potential for you. For
Only one way across. I'll
Yeah.
look back at Evangeline.
Go ahead and make a strength athletics check.
Athletics. Oh no, I'm gonna use my advantage, my
Inspiration.
inspiration.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll me a d10.
A D10.
Okay. So as you're making your way across, you're just kind of reaching out for random ones. You're not really paying attention. You're just kind of like, if I get dropped, I get dropped. We'll see how it works. But you manage to make it across in the climb without issue. And you're pretty sure it's like,
Whew.
you kind of gap, like kind of reach out a good distance. You know, you can pull it off.
All right.
And if you'd like to make an investigation check to determine the pattern that you just used, you can.
Yeah, I will do that.
Yep.
With my +1 investigation.
Yeah.
You're not sure. Like you're thinking back to it, and there were a couple panic moments in there because the inspiration kind of got thrown in, and you were like, "Oh." So you're not exactly sure exactly which ropes are the ones that don't cause a problem. And there's a large kind of like blast mark, and Dahabe has been thrown to the ground, and she's kind of getting up. I'm assuming moving to cover. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. The wizard appears to be directly above you in that ladder space.
Well, this is expended now, right?
Yep. And everything on the table here is pretty much destroyed.
Nice.
Evangeline, do you want to try for it? And Mikhail, are you making your way up, or Casey?
Would I be able to like use like insight or perception just to kind of like I've watched a couple people do it now and
Well, just one actually, but yeah,
oh, okay.
that's fine. If you want to go ahead and make a perception check to see if you can't, like, as you're watching Marax, see if you can't
Like figure
replicate.
out which ropes are still moving or something. I don't know.
You think you have a good idea of it? You'll just need to make a strength athletics check to see if you can do the deed. Because again, it's not just climbing on this; it's also kind of keeping your legs up and such. As
Yeah.
you make it to about halfway, I need you to go ahead and roll a d10. Okay, so you grab onto a rope, and you kind of have this like nervous kind of but the rope doesn't give way. Instead, what happens is you kind of spasm react, and you kind of drop your feet a little bit further than you'd intended. As you do so, it hits against one of the spikes. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw and take 1 piercing damage. Okay, you definitely know from like the immediate kind of sensation that hits in the leg. You kind of shake your leg off, kind of like lifting it up and shaking it, but you're also kind of in this precarious situation, but you're certain that these spikes are poisoned.
Okay.
That being said, from your current position of holding onto the rope and desperation, go ahead and make another strength athletics check. Okay, you manage to safely make it across and drop down onto the side next to Okrin. And you kind of reach down, rub your, probably the shin is where it hit. Because you kind of like dropped the foot down and kind of hit. But yeah, you seem to be fine.
She would call back and just say poison on the spikes, just so whoever's behind her would know.
All right.
Not that it'll do anything, but
Thanks for the warning.
Okay.
Casey, you go next, and I will take up the rear.
You want to just throw Casey?
I wish.
Just. Oh! Tongue
Oh,
slip,
sweet.
fuck.
Colossal. What do they call that? The thing they did with Wolverine, throwing him.
Fastball special.
Yes, fastball special. That was pretty cool. All right, so go ahead, Casey. Do it. You could just attack, and then you'll flip all the way across, right?
I could, or are there enough? Are there any shadows that I could see that I
Oh,
can
Yep.
just step through?
You step into Mikhail's shadow and appear in Okrin's.
Nice. All right, I guess I'll climb then.
Good luck.
Strength athletics.
Strength athletics, guys. Here it goes. All right.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration.
Oh, all right. I may need it. We'll see. Strength athletics. Athletics is not my thing, but we'll see how I roll. 13 or 0 if I had disadvantage.
So 13 is sufficient. It's exactly the DC needed. I need you to roll a D10 though.
D10. All right, we'll do this. D10s. Let's do it. A 4.
Make a dexterity saving throw. As you get towards the end, one of the ropes that you reach out and grab a hold of drops in your grasp. As it's going down, you kind of reach for like the rope on like it's closer to the wall side, and kind of pull yourself up for just a second to be able to flip over top of the rope, and then kind of flip out over everybody and kind of land on the other side.
I stick the landing.
Watch out! There's a wizard up there.
Am I still invisible, or did they actually see that?
Yeah, it's been the invisibility would have worn off by now.
Oh, sweet. So you guys saw that craziness.
Okay. So now that we are here, Dahave is concerned. She says that there's a wizard on the other side here.
On the other side of this wall.
Yeah.
It's probably heard us, hasn't he?
Yeah, she.
He already shot at us.
Well, she's the one that we've been chasing.
Ah.
You can go ahead and surrender, she yells down to you. I have plenty more tricks for you at this point. And the guard will be here any moment now that I've sounded the alarm.
Oh, great.
You're right. Can I do an insight check to see if she sounds like she's bluffing?
What? With a
Like
17,
specifically about the alarm.
the alarm she appears to be bluffing about. The other
Okay.
part, probably not so much.
Alright. Yeah, so Evangeline would just be like, mm. And then just motion for them to try and move forward in whatever way that we could.
In that case, I'll go first.
Okay.
Oh, no, I can just tell people that
Mm-hmm.
in
Mhm.
their heads. And oh, that's Casey. Oh, there I am. Attempt to just run around the corner.
As you make your way around the corner and are kind of rushing to see the ladder, you see her kind of throwing forward a spell gesture, and you watch as a small mote of fire flies from her hand and descends down to your feet. I need everyone in the room to go ahead and make a dexterity save.
Oh no, I thought she was right around the corner.
Nope, she's up on a ladder.
Oh no.
Wait,
Dex saves all around.
is that a
That's a
fireball?
fireball.
Ouch.
It is a fireball.
What's your
Does a
inspiration do?
17 pass, or do I use a Bard Inspiration die?
If it makes you feel any better, it is her last third level spell. So, I don't know, man. What do you want to do?
Alright, I'll use that. Oh man, I'm also gonna use Built for Success.
What does
So
that
that's
do?
me. This.
Oh, cool. Okay, so the DC was 14.
Cool.
So
Just in case I rolled a 22.
okay, if you're like, I don't want any of it. You have evasion, so you'll be dodging all of that.
Yes.
And
Your
then
inspiration number.
it looks like it'll be
Yep.
the people who failed would be
D8.
D8.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my D8.
Kevin and Jijo.
I'm gonna use
Name-
the inspiration I have that Shijo gave me. So I'm gonna
Oh,
try to
sorry.
use that.
I'm gonna use
I
the
got a
inspiration
6.
on Jijo.
You can't.
I can't?
What?
Wait.
Use your actual inspiration?
Yeah, use
Yeah.
my inspiration to give
Oh.
Jijo.
Gotcha. So then, yeah.
Oh.
So what we have then is
Yay.
Magpie succeeds, Moirax does not. Magpie, you got it. Evangeline's good. Zach, it'll look good on that. Kevin, you're good with that 15, and Jijo 23 will get you. So then, Chris, you'll be taking the full brunt of it, which will be 28 damage.
Ooh.
Magpie, Jijo, you'll be taking half as much, so 14, and then the two evaders will ignore it.
Nice.
All right. Immediately after the fireball detonates, Morax, you kind of, and then kind of look back up to see her. You see her kind of just very quickly kind of flare her cape and like move away from the hole.
Dramatic.
Oh, that was 10 feet for me, so 15, and I'll just make a dash to get
Okay.
up the ladder.
If you're dashing to get up, you'll make it to the top. This ladder's a little bit longer, and as you're
Okay.
moving up into the space, you realize that you're kind of entering into like the tower's top, and it appears to be more cagey and kind of metal-like. And as you kind of pop up into the space, a heat kind of fills your nostrils and kind of permeates against your scales as you come up to the top and see that there's a massive bonfire in the center of the room, which she has moved behind, and she's holding a pistol in one hand. There's a massive gun kind of off to the side, and she's like got her hand over the fire, and it seems to kind of be dancing at her fingers' machinations.
Well, fuck it.
But
I will.
That's literally 60 feet. Just
I'm gonna
whether you got
action
that.
surge,
Okay.
and action surge gives me action, not movement. Yes. Okay. I'll just breath weapon.
Yeah, spit death on her.
So that's DC 8 plus con mod.
Constitution saving throw.
11. Yeah,
Okay, I got a 17,
that'll pass.
so I'll take half.
Yes, it'll be 2d10. What? No.
Oof.
So 2.
Yeah.
She looks minorly inconvenienced. All right, we're gonna go ahead and shift at this point since we now have a sectional to an initiative order. So go ahead and throw that, and I will shift the music to something more dire.
Oh, as part of the action surge, I'm gonna use my second wind and just heal a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is
10,
create bonfire a concentration
6.
spell?
Should be, yeah.
How high would you say I'm up on the wall?
The ceiling's only about 10 feet, so not that high.
Okay.
Everybody on?
Oh, I'm sorry.
But the ladder itself is really tall.
The ladder goes into the ceiling.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I would say that it's probably about 15 feet tall, where the other ones have been 10 feet tall to get up to the ceiling. So
Okay.
it's 30 feet of movement to climb if you don't have a climb speed. Okay, so Evangeline, you definitely hear Moirax ascend, get to the top.
Let's see. How far can I get?
Move 30 feet, so 5, 10, 15. Hold on.
It's hard to.
You definitely get to there. It'd be 5 more feet to get to the base of the ladder, and then 30 feet to climb it if you don't have a climb speed. So
Okay.
you would need to dash to get right behind Moirax, but you can look up, and basically Moirax has ascended onto the top of the ladder and is kind of straddling the hole, and it kind of looks like
Okay.
he just did like a breath, but he
All right.
Does it-
I'll wait there
okay.
for now.
You want to dodge or anything?
Yeah, I'll do dodge.
Okay.
Dodge.
John.
I will. What? I will follow behind, and I do have a climb speed.
5, 10, 15, 20 to get to the base of the ladder. So if you want to climb, you have a speed of 35 or 45?
I think it's 35. Yep.
Okay, so you'd be able to get up to about halfway on the ladder unless you dash.
I'll dash.
Okay. With that extra burst of speed, when you enter into this space, you can go ahead and move to any of the adjacent spaces. You cannot stay on the space you're in. Okay. It goes to her. If you are currently in the room, you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. So you both take half, so you'll take 6 points of fire damage. As the room that you're in is very, very hot, it seems to be emanating from the beacon. She does not seem to be affected by it, though.
You said 23 halved.
What? Did I say 23 damage? No, no,
No,
no.
6.
26 divided by 2.
No,
No, 6. 6 hole.
6
Oh.
The numeral
Okay.
6.
Not that
Okay.
much. It's just the emanation of the flame. I-
Okay, I'm
Okay.
like, holy shit, to like 23, and then I have that.
Now all of
Holy
China knows that you are here. Yes!
This is the Mulan episode.
Yes. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
I am going to shoot the gun. That's probably the best bet. So she doesn't seem to incur any penalties for firing in point blank, Okrin. But a 19 will probably hit you, right?
Yes,
Is that? Hold on.
that's a 9.
Interesting. That's really weird. So it rolled. We'll go with the one that
Fireball.
rolled out in the open. Yeah, we'll go out with the one that rolled out in the open. But it rolled out in the open and it rolled not out in the open. And
Weird.
it was this weird momentary like spike where it dropped both. Yeah, here, let me show you.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can still show us. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll show it eventually. But anyways, and also it would have been a 21. She didn't have disadvantage. I keep on being a dum-dum. But anyways, 9 is a miss. I'll say 9 is a miss. But that's the gunshot. Alright. And as a bonus action, she appears to kind of maneuver her hand over the fire, and it starts kind of burning brighter, Okrin and Morax. Alright, Dahave.
I am fucked up. So this is gonna be for me.
Oh, look at that.
That is my bonus.
Okay. Who are you?
Uh,
You're healing yourself, okay.
and then
What the heck?
I don't really want to go up there yet. So I'm gonna dodge.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Kale is going to use his move to move 30 feet, but then he can use his bonus action as a cunning action to dash.
Mhm.
So that way he can move 60 feet. How close can you get?
So
What's
5,
50?
10, 15, 45 will put you in Morax's square. So you are located here.
Okay. 40. So could I then move?
You'll
like,
have to
right-
move into one of
Here,
the
alright.
adjacent spaces.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can I move there then? I want to do an attack with my dragon tooth dagger.
Yep, absolutely.
See how he likes it. Like, here, meet this. All right,
She,
I rolled a 20.
upon being attacked, as the blade comes close to her, you see her kind of like move her hand off of the fire, and as she does so, this massive red shield appears in front of her and kind of blocks the blade between you and her. She raises her AC to 21 for the turn.
Not cool. Not cool. so that's what I'll do then for this turn. That's about it. That's about all I can do.
Casey,
I should be able to get up there with
5,
my
10,
movement.
15, plus 30, 45. Yeah, you'll be in this space. There is literally, as you kind of pop up, you are on the bottom of the ladder. There is no space for you to fill other than the fire space. So
Cool.
you can
ACS hot feet.
you can pop in, attack, and then pop down again. That's fine, but you can't really stand in these spaces with your ally.
Pops out from between Morax's legs and goes pew pew, and then disappears.
Do I have enough movement to just like pop up off the ladder, whack, and then like pop down
Yeah.
onto it?
She doesn't have a
Cool.
reaction. She already used the shields, but yeah, that's fine.
Fuck yeah, let's do that.
You pop into Okrin space, attack. It hits against the shield. It hits against the shield. It gets through the shield.
Don't forget, you still have your bonus die. Your bardic die.
Oh, I thought I used it on
Use it for the
the.
reflex.
yeah.
You used it on
Oh,
the
okay,
save,
never
didn't you?
mind. No, but
Yeah.
did it succeed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Morax.
All right. Am I able to Ooh. I assume the beacon is like, I'm just moving Casey out of the way so I can grab myself.
Sorry, apologies. This is the first time we've had somebody start their turn fully while the heat's been going.
Nice.
Sorry. 2d6. 11 points of fire damage at the start of your turn.
Oh, that's great. That thing's probably like bolted to the floor, isn't it?
It actually seems to be connected to the metal floor that you're kind of standing on.
So there's no shut on it. Cool. Can I try to run up to her?
You can step into either of your allies' spaces, attack, and then back off.
Okay. Can I attempt to grab her and shove her in? Oh, no, it's not affecting her. It's not affecting her. I'm just going to attack her with the sword.
Mhm.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Grab her, push her down the hole.
Okay.
Oh wow,
Anything,
that's a number, huh?
Anything
It's
else?
Well, the first one was crit. I'll attack again.
Okay,
That also
so no
should
need.
hit.
As you kind of bring the first attack in, I was wondering if you were going to say you would try to attack her non-lethally. You bring the blade in just like hatefully,
Oh no.
and you cut her neck cleanly. And there's a second where you're like, I'm not sure whether the stroke hit, but as you kind of twilt the Narcos blade in your hand, you see that there's blood streaked across it in like a perfectly neck-sized column on the blade. And as you look over to her, you watch as her head falls into the fire pit, and her body
Oh.
just kind of.
Does
It's
the
We're not gonna hurt you.
still hot as
Didn't want to.
It's still hot as heck in here, so we're going to continue initiative until everybody's out of it. Evangeline, you're probably told not to come up. Okran, start of your turn, you take 7 points of fire damage.
Neat.
Anything you want to do?
I guess I'll look at Casey and
Well, Casey's still is on the ladder.
oh crap. Should we bring her body down or leave it here or
I don't know. Yeah, probably. If we're gonna see if she had anything of use.
I'll
Seems like we're burning alive in this room.
You
I'll grab one of her legs and run down, throw it down, then jump down.
Okay. Dahabe obviously not going up. Mikhail, you start your turn into this space. You're going to take 9 points of fire damage, and then are you
Ooh.
escaping as well?
Nice. Yes. I guess there's no use trying to go for the head, right? Because it's in the burning.
No,
If you
thing.
want to,
I mean,
you
I didn't
can.
know we were bringing the body down. The head's part of the body. I'm just saying it's
it's
like
not
logical.
anymore. It's not.
So I would just go down then.
No longer technically a part. It's separate. Two parts.
It's now 2 parts.
Okay, so Mikhail, you descend, and then Casey,
How
you're
many parts does it stop being a body?
too far away. I think everybody's down, right?
At least 5.
Okay, so it was hot as it gets up there. Once you get downstairs with the body, Thug, you look over her stuff. I'm going to go ahead and switch the music up here real quick. Back to...
Humpty Dumpty can't put her back together again. Too bad.
She is a died. Once you get back downstairs with her neck down, you would see that she has a spell book. You would see that she has a wand that she did not use. In her gripped dead hand, she's holding a pistol. The pistol appears to have arcane markings all throughout it, and is different than the ones you saw downstairs. Much more fancy. And she also has a ring. And that is it.
Headless wizard. What this is going down as?
Well, I don't have
Technically,
identify,
that's what she
so
was.
we can't identify any of that shit.
Well, the pistol's like arcane pistol or something.
She has the spell Identify in her spellbook, so you could tear it out and cast it once if you wanted to.
Okay, do that.
On what item?
So use it
the-
on the ring.
Ring, yeah.
Okay.
Ring sounds good.
The ring is a... Sorry, hold on a second here.
You know, that wand could have been a wand of identify, but that's cool.
Oh,
Could have
No,
been.
no, it's too late.
listen to me. I'm just a dumb old rat.
I'm all that.
Don't listen to me.
So it is a ring of the Firekeeper. The ring of the Firekeeper states while you have this ring equipped and attuned, you have resistance to fire if you do not already have it. If you already have resistance to fire, you gain immunity to fire.
Nice.
That's it.
Good Lord.
That was something good for Dabe, right?
I did almost just die in fire.
True.
All right, so now they know where we are, or that we're here.
Where do
Long
we go
rest.
from here? Where long rest.
Yeah. No.
Lock
Don't wait,
ourselves
right?
in the
Don't
middle of the
wait.
tower.
A short rest might not be bad, but a long rest would not be good.
I don't know that we can do that.
What about like the arcane pistol? Like, I have some arcane knowledge. Can either I figure it out or Dabe?
You know how to shoot it.
That's about it. Maybe one of us should use that because I don't have any really good range stuff except throwing a dagger, which is okay.
I would say you'd probably the best one to take it.
Yeah, I'll take it then. I'll try using it next battle or whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. Just to kind of simplify it, you'll want to add the spell Firebolt to your character sheet.
Oh, firebolt.
It casts it as if you were a 5th level character, and
Ooh, that's
it
pretty sweet.
doesn't use your dexterity to shoot it. It uses your intelligence.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, well,
then
that's not bad.
maybe.
Well, actually, my intelligence is 14, so it's +2. So that's not bad. You know, it's not as good as my dex, but oh, maybe nice. All
Who
right,
has
there-
the
are
highest
there-
intelligence?
you probably do, don't you? I have 14. No, wait, we're not an intelligent group. Didn't we figure that out last time?
We're not, but I have.
No.
I mean, I have 16.
Oh, so
Oh.
you're the highest probably, but you already
Yeah, I
you don't
think,
need
like-
Does
firebolt.
that beat my 8 though?
Oh my
You
god!
only have an 8?
Oh my god!
Leave
that's
me alone.
horrible.
Does that beat my 10?
Wait,
Hey, I'm smarter
wait,
than you
does
two. I've
Casey
got a
have
whole
Yeah, that's
11.
12.
What's Casey's wisdom?
Probably good.
10.
Oh really? Wisdom's
I'm
bad.
more
I thought
wise than
monks
you,
were
Casey.
wise. What the fuck?
Yeah, I rolled shit stats. Don't you guys remember?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
I also took juvenile foundation, so it's not fair.
Oh yeah, we just kids.
And I
Young
also
man.
thought this character would be more served being charismatic than wise, so my charisma is a 14.
Oh,
Fair.
charisma.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
I mean, they are super charismatic for sure.
So,
Question.
Go ahead.
This is a window, right?
Yes.
It kind of seems like it's under where the door was, way down at the bottom.
Under
Yeah.
there.
If you're looking outside, you would see that there's a number, that number being 5 torches that seem to be moving towards where Moirax would be able to identify there was a door. So it looks like they are moving to enter the front door.
Well, they're coming.
Oh boy.
Wait, they're coming?
About 5 of them
Where are they coming? Wait, where? How?
from the door where we,
Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
you know, above where we went through the
Holy shit.
shipper robe. I can't remember that and not like cabinet. There we go.
They're coming up the cabinet?
No. They're coming in the door, the initial door.
Initial
that's-
D.
But we came in from the. Oh,
We came
okay,
through the
they're-
cabinet, but like up the stairs.
Are they gonna know that how to get in there?
Only one way to find out. Long rest.
Long rest isn't
Only
happening.
one way to find out. We gotta take a long rest. I love it. Good one.
That's funny.
Wasn't that
We could
great? That
maybe
was great.
barricade ourselves in, take a short rest, but then we're gonna have to be ready for one hell of a fight.
Okay. If you're looking outside, it's again kind of windy. It's lots of sound, but you can definitely hear now the sound of what sounds like a drawbridge being raised. And bear with me, I'm trying to make it night over there in over there.
Make it rain.
It's just
What
being
you
very
need?
difficult.
Would I be able to go out the window? Would it fit through the window?
Nope, it's barred. It's got an
Damn.
Octavian cross symbol, and there's no window opening. It's just kind
Gotcha.
of open air.
So I
Classic
can just stick
rodent,
my dumb little head through it and
It
look
wouldn't.
down.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit. I don't think any of you could get.
Oh,
your
never mind.
head through.
classic rodent defense of bars on the windows.
Well, that's all I got.
Yep. I don't know. Sort of the plan. What do we do, guys? Do we break the bars?
Anybody bring a nail file?
I have thieves' tools, so I could probably. I don't know if thieves' tools can be used to cut through bars, though. I mean, but somebody who's strong could just bend them a lot of times. I mean, you have to.
Can I
be really strong.
try?
Ooh, I'll try after him.
Oh, can we try it together?
We tried together.
Oh,
So do we both roll, or does one of us roll with advantage?
Can we fusion dance?
So if you're trying to remove the bars, I will let you know that I'm pretty sure it's going to be impossible for you two. But go ahead and make a strength athletics.
If we try to remove the bars, I want you to know that you're a fucking idiot. What are we rolling?
Hey man, I didn't say that.
Athletics.
I may have
Athletics.
meant it, but I didn't say it. What'd you get?
19.
Yeah, definitely not. It's for what you can tell architecturally, the Atavian cross is kind of connected in a cross section. The two bars that are kind of supporting it are also kind of fused into that same kind of middle bar. The middle bar doesn't just sit inside of the stone; it seems to kind of go deep into
Oh,
the architecture in both cross sections.
yeah, that'd be impossible.
Nigh impossible. I was going to say DC 30 would have been the target number.
Jesus.
And I was pretty sure that nobody had a plus 10. But I might have been wrong. Nope, I
5
was
plus
right.
6.
Yeah.
I could give somebody a potion I have. I have a potion of gaseous form, but that only let one person get through. So
That would work.
It would work, though. Yes, for sure.
But what
But
would
then
we
what?
do with it?
That's what I mean. You'd get through. Only one person would get through. The rest of us wouldn't get through. That's the problem.
Well, was there a hole that blew open from the...
No.
What about
Yeah.
that barrel we found? That's explosives.
Yeah, you've seen that the explosions and the massive, like, Casey crushing, like, tilt of the ballistas was not enough to damage the walls.
Okay. Maybe there's a secret door. I want to investigate the area, like with my sleuth hat on.
Okay.
Like, see if there's a secret door, or maybe.
Can we
some sort
hear
of
anybody
device.
coming up?
No. Not yet.
Could I travel across and go down a level and kind of
Yeah, hold on a second.
scout?
Maybe there's something over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, whenever you're ready.
Great idea.
Could I help someone across? Does that make sense?
Well, it's a situation at this point where, like, you kind of have an idea of how it works, and you can get across fine. Also, the other
Okay.
thing to note on this side of the wall, there's actually a mechanism so that you can just walk through the corner spacing. Hold
Oh.
on. Let's see. Again, my stuff is being silly. Bear with me here. Oh my god, stop it. So, just to give you kind of an idea of how that works, the wall in that kind of corner space beside the ladder opens up, allowing you to kind of walk out into the area where you would descend. And if you make your way down, back into the next level, there's the room with the ballista. Are you going further down?
That was Ratman.
Yeah.
I'll wait for Mikhail to come down.
Okay, hold on.
All right. I will go down. All right.
But I'll kind of like peek down the...
Sure. So from what you're getting, kind of like, you're looking for audio levels, you're keeping an eye out. There doesn't appear to be anybody. And if you go all the way back to where the secret ladder was located, there doesn't appear to be anybody kind of ascending up after you.
Okay.
The ladder
Maybe we-
goes all the way down past the level you were on to like the basement level that you started in.
Why don't we go up to get on the roofs? Wasn't that one spot where you
We
looked out?
we
and
were
you-
at the roof.
Yeah, but maybe we need to get down from the roof then. That's I guess all I'm saying. Like
Well, the
maybe
roof
climb
was
down.
the tin roof with the, or not tin, but whatever, metal roof with the fire.
Oh, okay. And when you
Where
looked
it's
at
really
the-
hot and it hurts.
Oh, okay. And when you looked at the when you were looking out at the different parts of the castle, you were looking through a window. You weren't. I thought you were up on like a
Right.
flat roof or something.
No.
That would have been a place to be. I guess we could have.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping I could crawl out the window and kind of like scale it, but no.
Right.
Now,
Bars.
I will say this: the windows that were inside of the burning room were a little more open, and they were covered with glass, but they were more open. It's like a lighthouse.
Maybe we can climb out from there.
It's Huckrin's just like, oh wait, then runs
Yeah.
just up the ladder.
We're running back and forth. We're scurrying, actually.
Okay.
Huckrin uses feet scurry or skitter.
Scurrying across the stone floors. All right.
So if you're going up to get down, if that's the plan,
He's got rope.
it's you going first, huh? Right?
Yeah.
I'll go after him.
Well, can we cut? Let's get back up to here. You know where everybody is.
Tell everybody what we're doing.
Then maybe say, hey, nobody's coming for us yet. We want to take a short rest.
I mean, theoretically, we could.
Does anybody keep an eye out on the windows?
If we go to
I would
take
assume
a
like
rest,
10 minutes went by when we're doing this.
Yeah, if you're been kind of messing around, they haven't come up yet.
Yeah.
Well, that was the window thing was more for them, right?
Yeah. So if you're kind of looking out the windows, you'll see that there are guards at the front door, and there are guards that have taken positions kind of around the tower at different
Okay.
vantages. And you can see that they've taken the young apprentice wizard out on a stretcher, and they seem to be walking him south, or rather north, away from you. Let me go ahead and get you all there so we can.
we yell from the tower, he's faking it. No, just kidding. We don't say it. That would be pretty bad. He's not. He's just unconscious.
Oh, they're in the secret power passageways. Hurry up, get the wizard up so we can figure out how to get back there. Yay. Then murder.
Then murder everybody.
But yeah,
Or
they seem to be guarding kind of a number of different kind of points of egress around the tower at this point. And
if they're not inside, we could get back down to the base level, like the basement through the.
And maybe go a bit further or something.
you
Like,
probably
come
would have
somewhere else.
you probably would have seen about 10 of them kind of initially. 2 of them took the boy, 2 of them are at these different points, and there's presumably 2 in the base level or basement, if that makes sense.
Oh, in the basement.
Either in the basement or in the first level. Again, remember the
Gotcha,
only points
gotcha.
of access that you had were. But
I know
yeah,
what you mean.
you would know that the top portion. If you want to go out there and jump out, you certainly can. This landing here, it looks like there was, or so far as to say, you haven't found a point to get onto this balcony and another point to get onto this balcony, but you have yet to find any access points to get out there.
Hmm.
The second floor balcony would have matched up with the spiky weird room, and the third floor balcony would have matched up with the ballista room.
Maybe.
Right, because I looked out a window, right?
Yeah.
And the window didn't.
I see.
go-
Okay, I see the balconies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like the spiky room had secret walls where you could go into the like balcony to get around part of it or something. I don't know. Just kind of thinking what possibly could be. Let's go down to that room then and look for like secret doors in the walls or concealed doors or stuff like that.
Okay. If you're just doing a quick search and you're looking for access to a certain balcony, tell me which balcony you want, and then just go ahead and make an investigation.
Let's do
roll.
this balcony. What do you guys think? That one's kind of in the inside. What do you think, guys? Should I go for that one or one of these other ones? I kind of like this one right here.
That one, we could do it for that one.
All right, I'm gonna go look for this one. Like
Okay.
that's where we're trying to get.
What'd you get on the investigation?
I didn't roll yet because I was waiting for you to tell me to roll.
Oh, sorry.
I
Thought
will
I said
roll. All right, I don't think you told me to, but maybe 14 or a 16 if you give me advantage.
Don't appear to be any kind of mechanisms or passageways that you're aware of. It's really disconcerting. The windows look like they look out over the balcony, but they don't look like they go out onto it. There are no
Oh.
mechanisms there.
That's crazy stuff. I could tell him maybe could we break the windows and climb out onto the balcony?
Again, as we discussed, the windows are very, very secure.
They're very secure. These windows are too. Okay. All right, guys. Don't know what to do. One of us could get away with the gaseous potion, but the rest of us are screwed. So maybe we should just take that short rest because it doesn't look like we're going anywhere.
And I just want to make sure I confirmed. You can go up to the fire room and then descend down from there.
Right. That might be what we have to do, guys. Is just climb down, which is going to expose ourselves to being shot at and stuff.
Well,
Nonetheless.
I mean, if we look out the windows, how tall are these palisades?
So, let's make sure we confirm like our metrics here. Hold on. So if
Yep.
we're looking at the ground level, like the very, very bottom, we'll count that as 0. Okay.
Right.
This level here is 20 feet up, and that is actually
Yep.
where the front door to the tower is located.
That's what I figured.
Above that, 10 feet above that, you have these exterior kind of sections that are 10 feet up. And then 10 feet above that, you have the close-in balcony. Make sense?
So then the closed-in balcony is around where the spikes is,
No, it'd
like
be
a
where
little bit lower.
the ballista level.
Lift to lift.
Okay, gotcha. So they would definitely see us coming out of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I do have the regular invisibility spell. I can bump it up to the 3rd level and make 2 people invisible. Kevin, you can give yourself gaseous form.
That's true. I could.
So that's about half of us that are kind of, could be a little bit more discreet.
Well, couldn't you Misty Step
And I could Misty Step.
And Shadow Step too.
and Shadow Step?
So does that cover everyone?
Evangeline.
Ah.
Oh, also, Morax can just use his wings to glide down, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
I can just fly out, but
Then, yeah, all of you.
I won't be hidden.
You can rearrange it so that works.
Yeah.
You could hop on my back like a backpack. A big old backpack.
A Drac pack.
Track pack.
There you go.
It's twice my size.
Now, I just want to make sure you understand. It is windy and dark outside, so
Yeah.
there's snow. It's visibility is not something that you're getting a lot of.
So maybe it might be easier. Like, I mean, I think we have a good idea there, but maybe if the visibility isn't very good, we could just all like slide down a rope. So then we're not using any of our resources and we're just going down a rope. I mean, that's a possibility. What do you guys think?
If visibility is not a worry, then yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we could like.
Can we
set-
rest first?
If you want to take
Might
a
as
short
well.
rest, you can. That's
For an
absolutely fine.
hour? We might as
Sure.
well. Yeah. And then
Okay.
Maybe because it'll get.
Is
darker,
anybody
too.
opposed?
No, I'm not opposed because I could get some hit points back and stuff. Right? Anybody who has short rest things can get stuff back.
I have this thing.
So what I will note is at the end of the
Longer
hour
rest.
mark,
Yeah.
you would see, kind of like towards the end of your short rest, you would see coming up from the southern side of the town and maneuvering up onto the wall to go and approach these guards here are 3 knights. The same types of knights you've seen kind of throughout, and also a familiar looking person in the form of the Brigadier.
The Brigadier.
And I'm trying to find his.
How much is a
token.
song of rest? Roll your song of rest stuff so we know how much we get for that.
An additional 1d6.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's
On
only
top
one,
of
one person rolls it though, right?
Oh, one
And I
person rolls
rolled
it for
it.
everyone?
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Okay.
yeah, that works.
That works for me.
Just scroll up. I put it in there.
Oh, you
Oh.
did? What was it? Yeah, you said D6 though.
Beginning at second level, you can use regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending one or more hit dice. Each of those creatures gains an extra 1d6.
Right, and Chris rolled the
Okay.
D6 and rolled a 6.
Okay,
That's what that was. That's what
John.
I
So we all take the same d6.
I don't know. I rolled my own.
No, you
But
roll your own.
roll on your own. All right, I'll roll my own then. Roll your own. Damn it. See, I rolled a 1 when I rolled. That's sucky. That's why people roll their own.
All right. So they approach and they move and they start having discourse with the soldiers. Again, too far away and windy for you to hear what they're saying, and too visibility lacking for you to read their lips or anything.
Let's go down right here, guys, and then go down right here, and then kind of continue over and try to bypass these jerks. And if we get caught, we could all start casting crazy ass spells and jumping with shadows and misty stepping and turning into gaseous
So,
form.
if you're making your way
Crazy.
down as a group, when you go up to the fire area, you'll know that the fire has died down substantially. The kind of charred remains of her head are kind of present inside of it, and it looks like they kind of blanched the
See.
flame a bit with her brain matter.
Ugh.
So it seems to have kind of stymied the fire present. Also, her lack of being able to control it also had issues there. And that said, if you're going to try and descend down to the next balcony, go ahead and make a stealth roll as a group. Just roll straight
Group
down
stealth.
the line.
Let's do this. All right, guys, we got this. Group stealth. Oh no.
Oh, and
Does that
Heavy
mean
armor, about
disadvantage?
21.
Yeah, but he has disadvantage, doesn't he, with heavy armor, or no?
yep.
So he gets a 12. That's not as good, no. Oh well. We'll just do what we do.
Okay. So as you make your way down and you kind of make it onto this ledge, you can definitely hear and see movement from the soldiers kind of present around, noting that you are up on the parapet.
So they can see us.
It does look like they are now maneuvering, and you can see that the soldiers are armed with firearms and are
shit.
kind of moving, kind of positioning themselves to try and get aims. And you can see them also looking over in the direction of the front as the knights kind of look over to them and are kind of holding their swords in a martial kind of signing to hold. Over the wind and everything, you hear in a kind of thaumaturgic boom the Brigadier's voice say, "Welcome, Lady Bovine. Boivine, blah, 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 blah.
That's good.
I can't pronounce stuff.
And then he turns into a robot and starts
Lady
shooting
Boy.
sparks out.
Your name too hard
Short
to
circuits.
pronounce, cause dumb. Welcome, matriarch. You are most welcome. Why did you not enter through the front door? Insight, there's just passive insight, everyone. It definitely seems like he is being sarcastic,
Specious.
facetious.
What's this guy's name again? I know we've met
A little
him before.
bitch.
The
Yeah.
little bitch.
So this individual.
I know he's been to the town.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Roderick Ralliard.
Yep, the
Robert.
Brigadier.
Or like bring a bitch.
If you'd be so kind and surrender yourself, we will not have to deal with this messy instance of you being caught out on a ledge and suffering from the cold. You can warm yourself in the great church.
She just like really badly just wants to look down at her hairy fucking arms and being like,
I'll be okay.
I'm good.
The robots all clinking together. Well, little guy, we gotta protect the robot boy.
That's right. What about a robot boy?
Okay. And she'll glance at the others and try and gauge what their reaction to that offer is.
And also, just making sure you understand the insight, just passive. He definitely doesn't sound like he is being straight. It definitely sounds like there's duplicity in his tone.
Yeah. Hmm. I don't know what I want to say though. I feel like she would just stand there and stare at him.
Maybe I would say to the matriarch, this is obviously ploy to get us to climb down, but I think we should either force our way or pretend to go along with them, and then when we get close to them, attack. That's those are only the two good ideas that I have. What do you think, Dabe? Look over at Dabe, who hopefully has really good ideas right now.
We're talking very quietly, please.
Yes.
It's windy again.
Okay, good.
Was there windows on each side?
And we can go anywhere we want, but I thought right here seemed the best.
But you climbed down, so you
But,
climbed about
yeah.
30 feet down, and that process was very noisy. So you
Maybe
made it
here's
to the
better.
balcony. You could try and climb back up, but obviously you'll be kind of sitting ducks, for lack of a better terminology. And then they'll probably shoot at you.
Yeah, I do have.
Like if you try to go back up into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's down from here. Pick a spot, guys. I originally picked there, but maybe we should go here. I don't know. 6-1, half dozen the other.
This looks lower than that.
Yeah.
So this is about the same height as this. And then this, okay, here, I'm gonna just simplify this. This will be a lot easier.
I'm going based on shadows.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, shadows. You could shadow jump, shadow step.
Casey, give us your power.
Yes,
Lend us your power.
we can ride on Casey's back.
I don't think that's how it works. You sure that's one of those things? I could put us all in a big black bubble and we could walk through the dark bubble.
That would be cool. Let's do it.
They won't be able to shoot us inside of a big dark bubble, but we'll also be walking around blind inside of a magical dark bubble.
We just like walk right off the edge of the
Yeah.
freaking
It sounds like a crazy game or something.
drop out of the bottom of the bubble.
Sounds like
It's-
Katamari Damacy somehow.
Katamari Damacy.
I mean, I could make, people invisible.
You good? You see the
I mean,
marker?
we can go down this way.
Yeah, let's just go down that way and face.
Take those
guys
fuckers
that
out.
way. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let me leave.
Okay, hold the fuck on. Y'all,
Only die
before
once.
everybody starts running around everywhere.
Let me leave.
Too bad we disabled that ballista. We could launch ourselves down there like crazy people. I mean, like Casey.
Oh, okay.
He could do
Damn,
that.
okay. Just calling him out right there, huh?
He's a robot rocket, so that's what they do. You launch them.
So,
Bravo rocket.
Yeah, robo rocket.
So what if I grabbed Casey, flew above these guys down to the southeast of us, and just dropped him and let Casey just go ham?
Casey will go ham.
I mean,
He's
aren't
just
those
falling
shadows?
through the air, just like ah.
Yeah.
Aren't those shadows?
Okay, matriarch, you're
Yeah,
invisible.
they are shadows.
Hey,
What
yeah.
what are you trying to
Step in
say
the
to me?
shadow. You could step to the shadow.
Yeah, I don't
Look-
need you to drop me there. I can just
Hold
step
on.
there.
Let me make sure you understand. Light's coming from this side, and this
Yeah.
is the shadow for the tower. Are we on the
That's
same
how
page?
light
Like-
works. That's how light works,
Yeah,
guys.
like he can
Oh, he can
shadow
get down
step down.
Oh, I thought you were saying like I thought this was a different height because of shadows. I'm
No,
sorry,
no, no,
Matt.
no,
I
no, no, no.
apologize.
Oh.
I was like,
You,
No, he's just simply
you have
saying
little
that, like,
faith.
I'm so sorry. Gain
I can
inspiration
step.
for me being
I'm bored.
Mikhail is invisible.
No, he
No,
said
no.
that wore off.
Not Mikhail. Okrin, you're invisible.
Okay. Oh yeah, make like an invisible rat fold.
Oh, then if I'm invisible, I'll hop down to
He's
this
gonna,
or
like,
climb down
climb
to this
down
one
there,
real
right?
quick.
As soon as you strike, your invisibility will wear off.
I figured.
They're not moving on you. They are definitely just kind of holding, but they are not going to be caught off guard. It doesn't look like they're going to be surprised.
That's fine.
Climb down there and attack them, guys.
So the second you say I want to fight them, we are going to roll initiative. We're not going to dilly dally.
Or let's walk
Okay,
up there and pretend
um,
like we're
or-
surrendering, and then we'll pull our
Okrin, Mikhail,
crazy shit.
That's a war
And-
crime.
Ok-
Is it
Okrin, Mikhail,
Yeah,
and
False
Morax
surrender.
false surrender?
take
Yeah,
Bardic Inspiration.
I'm sure lots of people have done it in the past,
Yeah.
though.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if they would admit to it.
If anyone lived to tell the tale, they were
That's
tried
right.
for war crimes.
So we got inspiration. Cool. See, we're super inspired.
All
now.
of
We
us?
just go down there, kick their butt. No,
No.
Oh.
Morax,
Question.
Mikhail, and Okrin.
Screw Casey.
You said
Would I
question.
be able
I'm just
to Assassin's Creed one of these guys off the side?
If the second you say I want to try and Assassin's Creed one of the guys off the side, I'm going to say roll initiative because again, they're not expecting you to do something.
they
drastic
know
here.
we're there. They know we're
Yeah.
gonna do something.
Right. Well, I meant, yeah, no. We'll talk about it more.
You're not getting any kind of advantage or surprise. That-
Right. Okay. Initiative starts flat out.
And then you're going to say I jump off on your initiative. I jump out and try and Assassin's Creed the guy.
Right. Gotcha.
But if they're sat before you, then they'll have readied. And then when you jump out, instead of being like the clean, smooth action you're probably
There'll be a
imagining
bummy-
in your head,
A
there'll
boom
be a
to
lot
the
of
face.
shots fired at you.
Kevin, did you keep the gun?
I did. Yep,
Okay.
yep. So I got that. I think. I mean, I guess.
I think you should
stay
keep
or
it
shoot.
because of
Yeah.
your
I have a good dex
extra-
and intelligence. Yeah.
extra damage,
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess
sneak
you
damage.
can get sneak attack on certain attacks. Yeah. So how about this? How about you guys start climbing down? I'll shoot at them from up above here, and then I'll come down last. How's that? Sounds like a plan.
Don't shoot at them yet.
Okay, I'll wait till you're down, unless they start shooting at you, and then I'll return fire. Those are what I call rules of engagement, right?
Sure.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So it sounds like this is
rules
happening.
of engagement.
It sounds like this is happening.
This is happening. I got this arcane pistol. I'm just dying to use it.
God.
Right?
Is it attuned to you?
That doesn't matter.
What did you have? What is it?
What? Never mind.
I didn't say anything.
Well,
You
you
didn't
had.
ask
He had
any
a tune during the
questions.
short rest.
Yeah, you could have attuned to her in the short.
Oh, okay,
That's what I was
good.
trying to lead to.
Sweet. I didn't know. I thought I was going to end up being. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, we're doing this.
Yeah, because you said you were gonna shoot at them.
We're gonna do this. Why not? I'm gonna
You
shoot
should
at 'em
have
after
you
they
should have
shoot.
left that with a question mark at the end of it.
We'll see.
All right,
I
hold
mean,
I
on.
mean,
To be fair, nobody suggested a second plan.
Right.
Wait, did mine go? Oh,
We're
did I
doing
do it
this,
twice?
guys. We're doing this.
I think it's my first one.
Oh, you rolled twice. Yeah. Why? And neither of them showed up. You didn't click
Wait,
your
it said-
token, did you?
Oh, I did.
So just
Wait, I have my
click it.
token selected.
Well, try it again though, and then just roll again, and then just put in a 22 because that's the first one you rolled. That's what John usually lets us do. Unless you bring attention to it, then you're screwed.
I mean, 21.
Oh, that's pretty close. But you're really 22 though, so I would
Yeah.
change it. There you go.
All right.
Cooley, go first.
So the second that you kind of feel that you're about ready to fight, battle start appears above the screen. There's like a spiral down from like high up, camera wide, and everyone just starts walking in place for no reason.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Nice.
All right, initiative. 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 Oh, great, you're first.
I would go down another level. Excuse me.
Oh,
Okay, so
Down
something,
another level.
something you'll note is as you kind of jump off and descend down, the snow's kind of moving, very clearly, like showing a detection of a creature moving in that space. And when you kind of land on the snow, you can also see kind of like a plume of
Oh,
soft, like frost, kind of jump off to the sides. So they're not aware of exactly where you're at, but you're not like hidden in this movement, is what I mean. Like they're aware that something just descended down. In response to that, you hear as a free action the Brigadier say, "Atma's at the ready."
Did you say Atmos?
Maybe.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, great. That was just movement. Continue.
sorry. Once. Well, I wasn't gonna actually hit the ground. I was gonna stay on the side of the
Okay.
wall that's here.
Sure.
Then I was gonna go over to this side on the wall.
Okay. So you're staying below them, is what you're saying?
Right.
Got
Right.
it.
Like I was trying to go from there to peek.
I understand. Oh, great.
And then I was
Done.
gonna hold an action. Yep.
You're readying an action? Is that what you said, John?
Nope. No. Keep going.
Okay.
Nope. I'm good.
Mikhail.
all right. I am gonna have this arcane pistol that I have be ready to shoot whoever shoots first between these two guys.
Okay.
So I'm just waiting there. That way, you know, I can
You're
shoot
readying
when they
to shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Oh, he didn't get put on the map. He should be going before Evangeline. That's weird.
Who did?
The Brigadier.
Oh.
Alright. So, in actuality,
The Brigadone.
fair. He will raise the rod, kind of hold it up into the air, and as he does so, he kind of seems to like release a kind of prayer, a chant, and as he does so, the burning inside of the tower grows so bright, flames start to shoot out the sides of it, and this illuminates the entirety of the space. Once the illumination hits, anyone who's currently invisible, the spell is dispelled. Darkness that's present, dispelled. Shadows present, 0. And I'll go ahead and get the light out there. Hold
He
on.
hates shadows. Those sons of bitches.
All right. That's the Brigadier's movement. It'll go to Evangeline next. Oh my god. Roll 20. For fuck's sake.
Squishy and silly.
Sorry. Roll 20 is absolute garbage right now.
Okay. As a bonus action, she's gonna cast Shield of Faith on Casey.
Okay.
And then. She'll take the dodge action or whatever
Okay.
and stay where she's at.
So you have 3/4 cover as well. Awesome. Morax.
Okay. Can I? So these are each of these ledges is a 10-foot drop.
Yeah, you should be able to see the incremental markers.
Yeah. So if I were like leap down the one that I'm at, and then go down the next one, would I take damage from those drops?
10-foot drops. Not so much. If you're if you're climbing down, no, you're fine. But if you're just dropping down, possibly.
Okay, but climbing would take up extra movement. wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
so it'd be 10 feet to get down for each of these movements instead of just free drops.
All right.
But you're not going to
Yeah.
hit the ground, take damage, and fall prone each time.
Cool. Where's that flight? Okay, I'm just going to start. I'm gonna bonus action, sprout my little wings,
Mhm.
and fly down to these guys. And I'm just gonna start swinging.
Okay.
That sucked. Oh God. That one 19 hit.
It does.
First one was a natural 1. Does that do a bad thing?
So we're not dealing with it in the end game here. It's not terribly important, and also Narpus is not breakable; it's indestructible.
Cool. Okay, 12.
Slash him across the chest.
I'm going to use a disarming attack.
Okay.
That makes the guy I just hit here.
Yeah, I know. I just need the extra damage.
Ah, yes.
So you kind of rush forward, kind of sweep at him. He kind of ducks low, and you just kind of slam it against one of the crenellations. Then you kind of bring the blade back as it kind of wobbles in your hand, and then strike down at his hand as he's kind of raising his sword against you. You cleft his hand clean off at the wrist, and this blood just starts shooting all over the place, hitting the snow, and this kind of just horrific kind of just blood red spatter as he falls back to the ground and dies.
When I said disarm, I meant drop his weapon, not
Take his arm off.
disarm.
No, like you totally
You did.
gotta be clearer.
You did exactly what you said. Evangeline went. Moirax went. Anything else from Moirax?
No.
Dahave. Before your initiative starts, the Brigadier will use a legend.
Casey's first.
Oh, sorry. Before Casey goes, then in between.
On 14, in between 14 and 14.
No. In between Moirax and Casey, in between the two initiatives.
Of
It's a-
14,
No,
we had the same initiative.
It's a legendary
Alright.
action.
Oh, okay, cool, got it.
Yeah.
He do what he won't.
So he points his rod, and it seems to point at the one who kind of watched his friend get cut down, and you see him kind of like yell something out at him. And as that yell happens, he steps forward with a 5-foot step and will attack as a reaction, as he is commanded by the Brigadier to do so.
Fucking clerics.
17 will miss, or will that hit Moirax?
It will miss.
It clings off against the
No offense.
armor, and yeah, the new,
I'll shoot at him.
yeah, you got the new shiny knight armor. That's right. I was like, I thought your armor was 17, but then I remembered I gave you cool armor. Klingon.
Hey, I want to shoot at him
Like
because
off.
he attacked somebody else.
I said cling off. My brain was like, Klingon.
What?
Okay, so now Casey, you're up.
No,
Oh.
Casey. Before you go, I'm going to shoot that guy who attacked.
Okay.
So I rolled a 20. That's with my intelligence.
Yeah, perfect. That'll hit. Sneak attack is not applicable.
Okay, 15,
so 15.
fire damage then.
Okay.
Alright, it said fire,
Sneak
but
attack.
I don't know what.
Why isn't sneak attack?
Because sneak attack can only be done with a finesse weapon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Intelligence weapon. Alright,
Got
anyways, well, 15 was a good roll, anyways.
right.
A 9 and a 6.
So yeah, you hit him, and as he's kind of hit in the shoulder, kind of stumbles back. It looks like he's on death's door, but he's still holding his sword and shield up. Now, Casey. Anybody else want to interrupt Zach's turn?
Yeah, it's between 14 and 14, everybody goes.
But they're the same.
Don't forget your +2. Even though that doesn't really count because you're attacking right now.
Plus
so
2
ignore
AC.
me.
Yeah, I will rocket and
Yes.
Palpatine spin. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, he's dead.
Cool.
The
cool,
rocket
cool,
prevails.
That's Casey. That's the
Cool.
Casey we know.
cool.
He's just a killing machine.
All right, Casey done.
No, to end my turn, I'd like to get up here and like get cover up against this wall, so I'm completely covered from the enemies over here.
Okay. Dahave.
Okay, the Habe is going to peek around.
Oh, a quick note. Sorry, this is kind of important. The arcane pistol doesn't let like a boom out. It's more of a hiss and then a shot. It sounds more like a Roman candle being launched than like a gun.
The gun. That's cool.
Yep. Sorry. Continue, Gito.
Okay, so we're gonna cast slow on this group here.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throws.
All right. Bear with me here.
Okay,
Where?
then I'm gonna move back here and crouch.
DC was 14.
Mm-hmm.
And the Brigadier will willingly fail. Okay. 2 of them appear to be affected by the slow. As you watch the clock appear above the Brigadier's head and start to form, you see it kind of wind to its slow position. He raises the rod up and it kind of glows this bright bluish coloration. You watch as his body starts to kind of manipulate with these phantoms of him kind of shifting, and you see one just slowly move away from him and just disappear, and then you see him start moving a bit faster. The 2 knights are slowed, though, the 2 blue ones.
Okay.
All right, the soldiers. These 2 here see a rat appear when the light beacon bursts, kind of scurrying along the wall. They move to cover, and they'll take shots.
Neat.
You didn't take any actions to reckless or any crazy stuff, right?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, both of those will miss, but loud boom boom sounds and then slamming into the rock. The thing that's very kind of perturbing and something I need to continually mention, when the stone gets hit, the stone does not break, does not damage, does not anything. You actually watch the bullet flatten against the stone and then bounce off.
Like shrapnel.
Like the
No,
stone
like
does,
it hit like
It's the
the
stone's
hardest
magic.
Kevlar ever.
the stone
Okay,
does not
gotcha.
appear to be damaged at all.
Right. So magic protection are super strong.
These 2 here will move and kind of try and get a bead on Evangeline. They'll fire up at her. You have 3/4 cover and you're dodging. So it means you have +5 to your armor class and you have they have disadvantage for their attacks. Both will miss. You watch as they both slam against the crenellations, kind of hitting. Again, you're expecting some sort of burst, but all that kind of moves is the snow at the top of the crenellations as the bullets kind of just scratch right off the sides of the stone. Okay. The 2 slowed ones will kind of hold their swords up in front of their faces and focus. As they do so, you can see the spinning clock appear again, Dahabe, and it starts to rattle and then shatter.
On whom?
On the 2 that were slowed.
Okay.
They seem to cause or use an action to end the effect. And then the one that was not caught out by a slow, he raises his sword up as well, places his hand over the sword guard like this, and then quickly kind of moves it. As he does so, you see him kind of spin inwards, and then he reappears up top next to Evangeline. Or not directly next to, but just kind of appears up there. Dahabe, make an Arcana check.
It's the Harry Potter apparition bullshit.
Chronomancy,
21.
chronomancy. They keep
Fucking
on
hate
seeming to be
chronomancy.
using stuff that they learned from the book. It is not a ranged weapon.
Not chronomancy.
It is a weapon that allows you to cast a cantrip. Okay. I am not wrong about the sneak attack not being applied to a cantrip. That is not true. All right. So, anyways, they
Yeah, you can't trip John up.
that
Yeah.
Bum-bum-bum.
I'm gonna kill Elizabeth's character for that pun. I feel that's appropriate.
Sorry, Elizabeth.
Okran, you're up.
Well, if I were to try to get up there, that would be like round. That'd be a dash to get up there, right?
Like
Up to Evangeline.
up to Evangeline. You have a climb speed? Yeah, it would be a
Yeah.
dash. It's okay. No worries. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm talking to you and typing at the same time. My brain is very focused. I'll just say it was someone else. Oh, great! You got up there. Are you running right in front of her?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So
And then
and kind of climbing along the sides of the walls and jumping in front of the knight. And you have a bonus action.
rage.
All right. Um,
0 rage.
so I just want to put it out in the open. Zach, you weren't the only one who did it, and Jizo, you weren't the only one who did it. You both sent me the same exact text. If it wasn't both of you very shortly after one another, I wouldn't have mentioned it at all. I just want to make sure. Big hearts to both of you. I apologize. I thought it saying Firebolt would have cleared that up, but no worries.
No, it's because you responded by saying it has to be a finesse weapon, and you didn't say ranged
sorry.
weapon out loud. That's why we both messaged you
Sorry.
back, because you said it has to be a finesse weapon,
Sorry.
not a ranged weapon.
Apologies. That is my fault on that.
Yes. You said sneak attack has to be with a
In
finesse
my
weapon,
brain-
and I was like,
yeah.
that's not how sneak attack
in my
works.
in my
but-
brain, the presumed text after
Yep.
that would have been
Yep.
ranged, and
Yep.
I was trying
Yep.
to fill out the whole verbiage.
Yep.
But yeah, fair enough. Mikhail.
Wow. I love it that you guys are like, sticking up for the extra damage and stuff.
I'll
That makes
fight
me feel
both
good.
of you. I'll fight all of you.
All right.
Okay.
This is what Mikhail wants to do.
And
He
Elizabeth
said
also for no reason.
he would move right over around here and he'd
Catching strays.
pull that arcane pistol out and he'd be like, I will break you. And wait, it actually goes, or however it does it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
like it's supposed to. Yeah.
Boom.
I have shot Roman candles before. I would recommend them. They're pretty cool.
They are fun. They're really fun.
They're very fun. All right, let me do my roll here, guys. This is it. This is probably the end of the game. I mean, like, someone kill them all. All right, yeah, 12's probably not gonna hit, right?
12 will not hit the knight. No.
Oh, wait a minute. I do have inspiration. Let me use that. That's a D.
No. Oh,
Oh,
bardic
you can't do that?
bardic
Bardic
inspiration.
inspiration that you gave me at the beginning of the battle.
Yeah, very
I'm
good.
gonna try to throw that on there. Yes, a 4. 16.
Still a miss.
Oh, son of a bitch!
He's wearing
It's
plate.
fine. You can keep it.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh,
go
that's
away.
right. Maybe it's even better. I'm gonna miss on purpose.
And is it still D6s at your level, Bisha?
D8.
D8s.
I rolled a D6. Let me re-roll. That could be really helpful. No, that was worse. Oh well, guys, that was anticlimactic there.
Let me re-roll.
But I do get a re-roll if I miss. So next time.
All right. So it goes to him, and he is currently hasted. He will. In about a blinding speed, it should actually be, sorry, 1 down. But at about a blinding speed, he kind of rushes 80 feet, leaping up onto the. Actually, no, he's at 90. He can move up to you. Just jumps up onto the thing, kind of
Holy
positioning
shit.
himself there with you. It literally looks like he is like as he's moving, you can see like the tracers kind of falling off the back of him as he's moving extremely fast. He jumps across, but it looks like he just steps across. But his step is so fast, like that just forward motion of the step sends him across the chasmway, and then once he's on the other side, he just kind of runs up the side of the building to face off against the two of you. He dashed
Like
as
an anime.
he dashed as his extra action from haste. So on his action itinerary, he's going to smash into Moirax with the stick. 16 misses, 25 hits.
Could I have on the 16 done a
Riposte.
riposte?
Ooh, this is an interesting interplay.
Where are you? Riposte. Superiority die. I attack with that. That hits.
That does currently hit, yeah.
That damage and that.
Okay. His attack hits you. He'll do 9 bludgeoning damage. And I need you to go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Oh, wonderful. That better save.
As he kind of brings the rod towards you and kind of attacks you, there's this kind of burst at the end of the strike, and it kind of forces you back onto your back foot. It almost topples you. Like a kinetic release when he hits you with the rod. Evangeline.
All right. We are gonna Sacred Flame the knight there.
Sounds good. Okay. He will jump out of the way. Lucky roll on that.
Before I forget, John,
And then
I
take the dodge action.
did a tail form of the beast for my
Okay.
rage.
So again, Magpie, your action was Sacred Flaming. So
Oh, that's right. I don't know why I can't. That doesn't stick in my brain.
it's fair. No worries. It's if you think of it in kind of a Pathfinder sense, since I know you have history with that, minor actions are like bonus actions, and then standard actions are like actions in this game.
Okay.
If that translates.
Yeah.
Okay, so Evangeline done. In between Evangeline and Moirax, the Brigadier, after striking you, kind of looks at you kind of like annoyed, and he's kind of moving with this kind of chronomancy. But you hear his voice, Moirax, and he says, "I know your sins and your crimes. If you keep fighting like this, I'll have you strung up from this building by the dawn. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw."
Oh.
Success. He attempted to like imbue like some sort of enchantment effect to frighten you, but you kind of, whatever.
If I give up fighting, then you'll string me up by dawn.
Whatever, nerd.
Whatever, nerd. Okay, so Morax.
Whatever, nerd.
Fuck out of here.
All right, I'm
I
gonna
got time
attack.
for your bullshit. I got priestesses to kill. Oh shit. Okay, that's big.
Just the 16 though, not the 30.
Yeah, I know it. That's still
Unfortunately.
very large rolls. Second attack.
Second attack. Oh, that's good.
That'll miss.
Well, the 19 misses.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Currently at 20 armor class because of haste.
Oh, in that case.
Oh, no. That's bad boy moves. Oh, in that case, since it's only one, I'll go ahead and spend your dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the precision
Precision.
attack.
Yep. And that'll be a total of 3 dice you've spent so far, right?
Yes, I'm at 2 dice at the moment.
All right. Yep. Solid stroke. In between Morax and Casey, he will go ahead and bonk you again, using his last legendary action for this positioning. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
10 bludgeoning, and go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Strength. Oh no.
Boom! As you kind of like,
I'm giving him my inspiration.
it just knocks
Aw.
him prone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna push him off,
Fuck.
right next to the edge.
As it
I thought
kind
you were
of
getting
hits.
pushed off the edge.
There's kind of like a detonation that kind of like forces you down to your knees, and your knees buckle underneath you, and you fall prone. And looking at the time, we're going to rotate through the rest of this initiative, and then we're going to catch where we're at, finish up next time. So, Casey, you're hit, miss. And to double make sure the oh right, okay. So as you strike him, you kind of use your martial adept, and you see him kind of turn and look at you confused. And then as he's kind of blurring and moving from the strike, you see that he actually changes his posture to match yours.
Yeah, as he turns and looks at Casey, Casey looks up and says, "Old guy who moves fast is my shtick."
Well, I just want to make sure you understand. He matches your posture. So it looks like he's taking your form.
Oh, they didn't realize that, but okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Casey Dunn, out of character note, just to kind of behind the veil. Anybody who uses any features from granted traits in the handout, once he sees them, he copies them. But yeah, Casey Dunn, Dahave, you are up.
Okay.
I like how the prone little symbol you've got looks like I'm just doing crunches.
Yeah.
I get knocked
He's just
out. I
getting
just
ripped, ready.
immediately start-
He's ready for the next
I'm
round.
sorry. I just like looked over at this. I'm like, am I just working out?
Oh my god.
Miss.
I'll move here. Crouch.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Now with a bit more clear line of sight on the matriarch, the 4 soldiers will all shoot at her. She still has cover, but since she's not dodging, it's not like the full 3/4. She stood up to cast. So half cover. No, it's still from a downward angle. 3/4.
We're
So
gonna start picking off these little ones.
+5
Yeah.
AC. That means you have a 23 AC. That means only one of them hit, and it will do 13 points of piercing damage. As one of them shoots up and hits the matriarch and just kind of wings her. You then watch as the 2 knights kind of place their hands over their weapons, pull them across like that, and they will appear.
Is it how much damage? 2?
No, 13.
13? I don't.
They will appear in the same spaces that were occupied by the soldiers. Once they appear there, they'll immediately take opportunity and attack the downed Moirax.
Oh no.
Actually, only the one will. The no, they both will.
Of course they attack a guy while he's down.
Yeah, they will.
Bastard.
Yeah, but
20
you're doing crunches. You're making yourself stronger.
23 will hit. The other one will miss. You'll take 14 slashing damage. And that'll be the bottom of the initiative, so we'll go ahead and pause it there. Real quick, as we're going to end, just to make sure we have it on stream for recording purposes. I'll also write it somewhere, notation, etc., etc. Current effects that are in process. I am hasted. I will be hasted for another 7 rounds.
I have flight, and I've done 2 rounds of that, so
Okay.
8 more rounds.
8 more rounds of that. And you're currently prone, which is notated on the token. Any other Shield of Faith was cast on
Yeah.
Casey. It's been 2 rounds of that so far, right?
Yep.
Or
And it's 10 minutes.
yeah, 10 minutes. And then Dahave, do you have any concentration effects currently?
No, but we have to remember Okrin, Morax, and Mikhail have Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm gonna write it down.
I'm gonna go
I'm
ahead.
gonna put a little symbol on
Yellow
it.
dot it.
Yellow dot it is, yeah, I was thinking
Okay.
the same thing. Okay.
There should be one more person with a yellow dot.
And then
What
I
is,
I gotta
what is
put it
yellow
on there.
dot?
That's inspiration.
Casey does not
Uh,
have Bardic Inspiration.
You said Moirax, Okrin, and who?
Mikhail.
Nope.
Mikhail.
Nope. Oops.
Sorry, Casey.
Thank you.
You got it last
No,
time.
dude, no
around.
worries.
then I got 10 rounds of rage.
Okay. And your rage, you actually have had 1 round of rage,
Well,
right?
9. I have 9. Yeah, so this would be 9.
Okay, perfect. That's all the status effects that are currently in play. And the other thing I want to note is this is the 2nd round since a gun has gone off. So we'll start dealing with the interplay of the fortress reacting to the fight as we continue. Thanks for
Yeah.
watching those that did, and we will see you next week as we continue our assault on Urmorag. Thanks for watching.